Ashley, back with the bullshit.
And this is the Young and Getting It podcast. Just so you know, you can find us on Apple Podcasts. Just search Young and Getting It podcast. There is no G at the end of getting because we're slanging it out like some young millennials that we are. Please subscribe. I sound like a murderer. Yeah. Please subscribe, rate, and review. And thank you for your rates and reviews. You can also find us on SoundCloud.com. SoundCloud.com/WeAreYAGIP. Please follow us, comment, everything on there. I feel like at this point by the intro is like they already know what we're gonna say.
They're probably doing the fast forward shit.
Right, the 15 jump.
Yeah.
Or it's like they just start the podcast while they're getting in the car, so they're not even listening. You know, they're connecting the thing to the charger, putting their shit to the side, letting the car warm up, seatbelt. You know, that's what I do on parts of podcasts or shit that I don't feel like listening to. I do
literally
shit
skip that
I need
shit.
to do. I know, right?
Just skip it.
I'm like, okay, if you guys haven't skipped so far, thank you.
Exactly. Also, wait, were you done?
YouTube.com.
Okay.
Search Young and Getting It podcast. There's no G at the end of getting. Please subscribe.
Okay, and also hit us up on Instagram at YAGI_podcast or go on our website, www.weareYAGIP.com. And then we also have two ways for you to contact us. We both can't talk today. So it's Ashleyandninapod at gmail.com. And we have our Google Voice number, which is 323-486-3811. Back to the bullshit. And Nina told me to check the Google Voice earlier this week. She was like, I just saw a message in our email and I can't check it. Like, can you check it? So I check it and it says like a fucking inmate was trying to call us and like our phone plan like didn't support that or some shit. So,
yeah,
like,
nigga, we don't.
Who the fuck in jail?
I have a strong feeling he listens to our podcast.
He has to listen.
Because Taxone is posting every day on his Instagram. He's posting every
so
day.
whoever that was who tried to call us, you were clearly listening. Like,
hey, you know what? Stay up.
I hope you didn't murder anyone or rape a child.
And you know what? Try not to. Okay, and I don't mean this in an insulting way, but the statistics are high in this way. Please do not go back to jail after you get out. Like, once you get out, it's going to be hard to find a job, you know, do little side jobs, little things to make money. I always tell people, if you can't find a job, become a busser at a restaurant because the tips are good.
Yeah, and there's some companies, I got to find it, that hire people that have a record.
We should do that next week as like an educational thing. Okay, I'll write that down.
We could do that. Like, because there's a whole list of companies that will hire you if you have a record. For y'all out there that got records and shit.
Yeah, let's help our friend out. Since we can't
talk to you.
Since we can't talk to you,
for real,
which means we can't get your message. But you might be listening. And for anyone, you know, who knows someone too, you know. Let's help out, you know, because we're sorry that we can't talk to you, but
and we're sorry that you're in jail.
We're really sorry.
That shit suck.
Yeah, you know, just stay out of trouble, lay low. You know, I know how jail is, so you
watch
kind of
your
have
back.
to. Sometimes you have to stay in trouble to stay out of trouble in jail. So I get it, but it's like, you know, lay low as much as possible. And when you get out, we're gonna give you these tips next week on how to get jobs, and you know. Don't smoke weed when you're on probation.
Right.
It's never worth it. Just drink alcohol. And I know that's fucked up because I'm not trying to make you an alcoholic.
And also don't smoke spice because it's dangerous.
Yeah, that K, all that shit. Chill out.
Or like, if anything, just do coke. Like,
whoa.
It's out your system very fast. That's why. I know, I'm sorry.
ODing.
It's very bad like advice. But because I was talking to like somebody, I'm not going to say who it was. And he was like, yeah, I don't do drugs that show up like on a 10-panel test. And I'm like, oh, like, so what does that mean you do? And this nigga said ketamine. I'm like, yeah, nah, bro. Like, that's no.
Ew, why are you trying to be tranquilized like a horse?
Right? Like, that's not the wave, homie. Like, we use that shit in surgery. And you doing a special K out here for fun?
Nigga, you're stressed. Like, what are you trying to escape?
Like, what's wrong with you?
What you trying to escape, nigga? What the fuck?
Because when he told me that, I was like,
like, your thoughts must torture you. What the fuck?
Okay,
yeah.
I'd rather get caught on a drug test than do ketamine.
Last bitch I knew that did ketamine fucked a stranger outside on grass with no condom. And she said he looked dirty.
That's disgusting.
And she was on ketamine. That's how she
Women
made that bad decision.
value your pussy.
Yeah.
Just as much as you value your Louis bag.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Bitches value their bag way more than anything else. So just value your pussy like it's your purse.
You know, one brand that I want to buy. I mean, your pussy, it takes valuable things.
It is a purse. It's technically.
It holds value.
You know?
It holds things.
Yeah.
It doesn't clean itself out. But you know.
Yeah, purses don't. But your pussy does.
Yeah. Pussy is great.
But yeah, that like you be getting some.
I mean, what I was gonna say still don't work, but I was gonna say like, I mean, niggas love pussy.
Niggas do love pussy,
so I'm just gonna assume
yep.
that it's awesome because niggas have been ruined families for centuries off of some pussy.
Just for some pussy, and the bitch be ugly. That's how you know that shit holds a lot of fucking value.
That's why it's like I try not to say things like men aren't the same anymore, especially my older friends will be like, how the fuck would you know? You're fucking 26.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, because I hear that from older people too, and they're like, so
I
people's
miss
daddies and
scarred
daddies
older
ain't been fucking other people too. It's like, yeah,
Right?
that's true. It's just women used to tolerate it a lot more.
And it was more of a secret.
It
Like,
was
if
more
you
of a
got
secret.
cheated on, like
Nobody
you wasn't
would
out here
know.
spewing this shit on the internet,
Right.
Because
No.
Cardi B, like
There was
the whole
no
Offset
internet.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was no internet. There's just like newspapers. Like imagine putting my
Read all
nigga
about
cheated
it.
on me.
Read all about it.
Fuck him.
Nancy
And they
from
couldn't
Block
leave
5.
because they didn't have their own money.
They
Like
didn't have-
women, this is why
Right.
it's important to have your own money. So if your nigga cheats on you, you could go and support yourself.
We were just having this conversation. It's kind of like, it's disheartening how some people hate school so much that they'd be willing to struggle for a decade longer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not willing to do that.
Hell no. I want my money as fast as I could fucking possibly get it.
I'm 26 and I'm in a comfortable place for a 26-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to be where my 40-year-old friends are
Right
when
now.
I'm 30. Yeah, because like my grown friends will be like, oh, you're young, you'll get there. I'm like, no, but I like where you're at. And I want that soon.
Yeah.
Like you're at a place where I just be like, oh man, I wish.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to be there now. So, I mean, basically working on that. So
Yep.
hopefully
Every
get there
single
before the
fucking
age of
day.
30. Yeah, and then
No,
just-
you will. I mean, we have what, 3 years almost, like 2.5,
yeah,
3.5.
we can really do it.
Yeah, we have
That's the
time.
crazy thing is we actually can do it. It's just, and the thing is, this is why I stopped stressing, because I remember when I was younger I used to stress like, oh, I want this and I want this, and then now I'm in all the like as the years have gone on, I've hit all the obstacles that I used to stress about. So what is the point of stressing about the future when I'm obviously going to get
Yeah,
there?
and that's the problem. Like when you're stressing about stuff, you don't realize. Siri, I'm not talking to you. When you're stressing about stuff, you don't realize what you have,
Right.
and like you just have to like go step back for a few minutes and be like, well, I have all this shit, like, and I've accomplished all these things, and I'm not in the position that other people are in, and like I guess people look up to me, so you know,
Right.
I'm doing
People
pretty
look
well.
up to us for where we're at.
Yeah.
People do misconstrue
And I'm
think
like,
that
yo,
we're rich,
I'm
but-
still not shit, but
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, like people really, that's why I don't tell people how much I make. That's why I don't tell, like, there's certain things that I just won't tell people because people really do watch your pockets and I don't like that shit. Like, don't be pocket watching. Like, people I hate the most are people who just assume you'll pay for their shit because you have money. It's like, I also have bills.
Nigga.
What the fuck? I also have
I'm
a
a
motherfucking
adult.
car note and a health insurance bill.
Right,
The
mine
fuck
is
are you
hefty.
talking about, nigga? I went to the dentist, nigga. I can't lend nobody money for a minute after going to that dentist office. So what you mean?
See, this is why Americans don't do healthcare related things, because it costs so much money, and like they can't
Yeah.
really balance paying for their life and then paying for it to keep themselves alive.
Like,
Like,
what
it's either one.
What did Big Sean say? I'm as fair as affordable health care, something like that. It's like
And affordable healthcare ain't fair.
it ain't fair because it ain't affordable.
It's not.
Now that I see what
That
they're
shit is
charging people-
affordable to a millionaire. That's why they say that shit. These rich ass people are making up this shit. And like, oh no, that's affordable.
Yeah. Only playing devil's advocate because I never thought about it before. I'm like, all these racist people that don't like Mexicans. The only side that I see why they're mad is because people are coming from a different country and almost immediately getting benefits off of Americans' money. So I get that, and and Mexicans fucking multiply. So I get that too, because there are a lot of Mexicans. Like, it's not even like a racist thing. We live in California, so it's different in other states.
Yeah.
We're 50% Mexican at this point. You know, like
But
we're
then
we're
at the same
approaching.
time, we took their country, so it's like they're kind of
Right.
like entitled to come get that shit.
Right,
At
California.
the same time, like,
All of California was Mexico.
basically the United States was Mexico.
Mexico.
Well, like Native
Native
Americans
American,
in
yeah.
Mexico. though.
Right.
So it's just like we came and took their shit, so we can't really be mad at them.
Well, we didn't. The
Well,
white people did.
Our government.
The white people did, and then they came and took us and brought us here, and then they were mad when we started to get rights.
Right? Like,
y'all caused all of this.
How are you gonna be mad at something that's your fault?
Like literally, all the issues we deal with now is highly due to white people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of sad because it's like black people not being where they could have be at because they couldn't get certain jobs because they were being held back by white people. That's white people's fault. Native Americans, white people's fault. All these Mexicans seeking asylum trying to come back to their home because California was their home, white people's fault. Like Donald Trump, white people's fault. Like just
that's why they ain't paying for his fucking wall, and that nigga gotta spend money that he could be using to build the wall to have commercials to make people donate money to building the wall.
Full of shit talking about now we gonna pay for it. Nigga, what the fuck? Did you say they were gonna pay for it? Go call the cartel.
It's gonna be like a whole, like when the Berlin Wall was up. It's gonna be like a situation like that.
There's no wall that will be built, and it's so annoying.
I don't know.
Did you hear about the 7-year-old girl
that died?
Yeah,
that got put in custody and died.
What? First of all, they said she went like 3 to 4 days without food and water. How do you?
So they're treating them like
how
animals.
do you look a child? She's 7, so it's obvious that she's a baby. In our minds, she's a baby. How do you look a baby in the face and not be like, has she eaten? How?
But you know, like how they did those, I think it was like the Stanford prison experiments. Yep. It's like when people get in positions of power, they start getting more evil. It's just like something that switches in your brain that you automatically just lose your sense of humanity, and you just start going fucking evil.
That's fucking... It's like that shows that there's people working on the border who really hate Mexicans. Yeah, because you saw her family. Honestly, fuck the parents. You see a kid. Yeah. Honestly, if I see 100 people in the room, I'm immediately only focusing on the kids. I don't care if you're thirsty. I'm sorry. Let me make sure all these kids got food. So there's a 7-year-old. She didn't have water. I'm like, how do you skip out on water on a 7-year-old? She has to have cried at some point. You know, there's all these. Yeah. Well, actually, let me not say that because Mexican people are way more tough than Americans. So a little Mexican girl might not cry. She might just be like, you know, my life has been like this. Why am I cry? Why would I cry now?
Yeah, she's probably been without food before.
Like, so just yesterday, I was saying I wish I had the work ethic of a Mexican. I remember saying that to myself.
Like
in my
you
head.
always see the moms walking with all them 5 kids.
Yeah.
The dad always fucking working.
Always got more than one job.
It's so sad. Like when I get patients that are like Hispanic and you know, like they're the breadwinner of the family, and it's just like, fuck, like you coming into this hospital is setting your family up for failure. No, like they might like go into poverty and be homeless. Right, it's not even like just failure. It's just like you're gonna be homeless because of this. And then like the fact that some doctors get mad when patients don't have insurance. It's like, yeah, I get it, you need your check, but your oath isn't about a check. Your oath is about the well-being of people.
Yeah. I hope, and that's another thing when you talked about looking for doctors, it's like, I wish I could interview a doctor and find out, like, kind of understand, like, are you in medicine because you love medicine? Because that's who I want operating on.
Yeah, like, some are and some aren't. And remember I told you the ones that I know that are in it for the money be fucking patients up. Like,
my God.
Not, like, necessarily, like paralyzing people or anything of that sort, but like
making the recovery longer.
Yeah, they're just not as diligent as a surgeon who actually cares. But then there's also like some surgeons are ortho spine surgeons, and then there's neurosurgeons. Like their techniques are already different within themselves. So I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of things in healthcare, and it just sucks that it has to be treated like a business.
Yeah, healthcare is a full-blown business. It's really unfortunate.
And hospitals are always worried about how much money they are not making. Yeah. So like one hospital I work at changed out all the Bovie pads. It was just like, it's like a system of hospitals changed out all the Bovie pads for a cheaper one. And of course, the Bovie pads they get aren't compatible with all of the equipment that they have, so they can only use it with like certain equipment.
What are Bovie pads?
Bovie pads, it's like it's just like the stimulus return, so that you don't get like shocked and have a heart attack.
Oh, the little padding.
Yeah, it's like the big blue sticky pad.
Oh, okay. I know what that is. Okay.
Yeah,
that's really unfortunate. And Adam Ruins Everything did an episode about hospitals too, and they found that like a lot of costs are just made up numbers. I'm not like surprised. It's not even like they statistically looked at like this is how they're just like they just were like make it 200. You know, like, and I'm just like, wow. And the shit might cost $20.
Yes.
Super fucked up.
Yep.
Just like the EpiPen lady, but she went to jail or something.
Yeah,
like,
they definitely got in trouble. No, it was not the EpiPen person first. It was this other guy. He was making it was like an AIDS medication. And he had like quadrupled the price or some shit because he knew people would still have to buy it. And then like I think he had monopolized the market too. And he ended up going to jail. He went to jail.
He deserves it.
As he should have.
I wonder if
You don't
Jeff
fuck with
Bezos.
people like
I wonder
that.
if Jeff Bezos will ever go to jail.
I feel like more people would have to die at the facilities.
I actually just watched. Sorry, and just ring in like workman's comp if they have that. They might not even have it. But I
feel
watched.
like that's mandatory though.
Depends on your hours. They might fuck
Ooh,
with your hours, make you work less than 30, so that you don't have to.
Can't get it.
But they did it. I just watched Adam Ruins Tech, and it was kind of fucked up. Like, I mean, Google controls everything already, and it's like it's too late for us. So it's like if we try to hide information, it's too late. Like I'm over it. I just need to not do any crime. At this point, that's all I need to do. But they talked about Amazon, and Amazon is it's not just fucking it up for like other business. It's actually fucking it up for us because other businesses, they have to sell their shit on Amazon just to make decent sales. And then once Amazon notices that that's a powerful brand, Amazon will make their own and push them out, which is super fucked
And
up.
that's why they'll have like the suggested ones with like those fake ass reviews on it that pop up at the top. Yeah, I generally do the highest customer rating, but I'll see like who it's from and then like go in and like read the reviews for real to like be like, well, really truly like
because Amazon
and I read the 3-star reviews because they were saying those are usually like the more honest ones.
That's good to know. I'm gonna start doing that. And they said because they're able to push companies out, it's actually going to slowly start to rise the prices for us too. So it's like us buying on Amazon so much is going to hurt us in the future.
I just bought more Christmas gifts from there.
Yeah, I just got the rest of all my shit. I bought all the men in my family. I just went on Fashion Nova Men and just got shirts. Because they have polos. They have a ton of polos.
Yeah.
And I had store credit and the discount code. So, it's like we spent like $40.
Oh, yeah. And it came in 2 days.
Yeah. But so this past weekend.
You have to tell us about Rolling Loud. I just wish like I could have been there to see your reaction when like Offset came on stage and that's it. Like I didn't want to be there for anything else.
I freaking I rolled the fuck out of my eyes. I was like, I'm tired of this bullshit.
Right.
But okay, so I went to Rolling Loud earlier this year. I went to Rolling Loud in Miami in like May or June.
And Cardi was supposed to be there.
And Cardi was supposed to be there and canceled.
It was not in May or June. It was like.
It was June. It was July.
It was not.
It was June.
No, because it was right after Coachella. Because remember, I was getting back from Coachella, and it was like a week or two. No, it was in April. Because it was after New York. Just kidding.
No, but we went to London. It was after London. It was May. Because I went to Miami twice, like back to back.
Okay.
And so it was May.
I thought it was closer to Coachella, and that's why I didn't go. Maybe it's because we were getting back from London, and that's why I didn't go.
Yes,
I don't know.
something like that. But yeah, so I mean, I was just like using any vacation hours in my job, not giving a fuck. Like I don't want to be here anyway. But what's it called? So that was cool. So some of the same people were there. I saw Trippie Redd's performance, so I was happy about that, just because Trippie Redd makes good music.
And weird.
But like I went with my friend, and like he hated Trippie Redd's stage presence, and I hated Cardi B's too. But like, so. From what I remember, because I did miss some people that I wanted to see. Like, I wanted to see Sweetie, not because I'm a fan, just because
to
I
see
wanted
how
to see.
bad she was?
Yeah, yep. To be honest. I mean, same with Cardi. I missed, I heard Little Yachty's, but missed it because we were walking in when he was performing. I missed Famous Dex, which I'm like, I was a little irritated about because he is stage presence goals. Yeah. Like he has stage presence to the gods. But I saw 21 Savage, and he just has good songs. And he brought Metro Boomin out, so he did the 10 Freaky Girls, like really good or whatever. And my friend doesn't really listen to him, so he was like, damn, this song kind of bangs. And everybody's like, suck my dick, bitch, because there was one line that says that. And so that was cool. Trippie Redd is like, first of all, he's gained a ton of weight since he became famous, which rich people who go from broke to rich happens. He starts eating,
get steaks and shit.
He smokes too much, so he had like he couldn't even stay hype, like, because he was so tired, and then started smoking like on stage. And I was like, nigga, you can't even breathe, bro. He wouldn't even do full songs. He would do like the first verse and then cut the song off. And then my friend was like, it's because nigga can't fucking breathe. Like he can't do full sets, whereas other people like 21 Savage did his full songs. Like 21 Savage did a full show. That shit was good.
And I had no hopes for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a chill nigga, but he has good songs. Like, and obviously I'm gonna forget some people that I saw, but like, that was good. We saw, okay, African music playing.
I was like, wait, what is that?
African movies be loud. Anyone who's Nigerian knows that if someone puts on a Nigerian movie, it sounds like niggas is yelling and niggas is angry. Yeah, so I guess we'll just get to Cardi B because I don't remember nobody. It's Rolling Loud, so it's like I was so fucking stoned.
Yep.
And when Cardi B came on, because we got there before she started, so I was like, Offset came on stage with somebody yesterday. I don't remember who the fuck he came on, but he came on and it might have been 21. Oh, it was 21 because they made an album together this year.
Oh, they did. I forgot about that.
And it was his birthday. And I actually pulled up the lineup because I'm like, there's so many people I saw and I'm not remembering any of them. Okay, so I do recall, seeing Ski Mask the Slump God and putting Smoke Perp because I forgot that's what his name was, Ski Mask the Slump God. And then I saw all these people I missed. I was pissed. Missed Gunna, Miss Lil Baby, Miss Juice WRLD. That hurt, but I remember I was eating and I was hungry. Went and saw Nipsey Hussle. Saw Ty Dolla $ign. One thing I really liked about the venue that they had it at, it's like Bank of California, something like that, is no matter where you are, they have screens everywhere. So and their actual cameras were good. So it's like we were sitting at the bar inside and there was full, like, you're watching the full show and with audio and everything. It was really, I was like, dang, there's cameras. I mean, there's TVs everywhere. So even when you're walking like down this long path to go to the bathroom, there's just TVs. So you're watching the whole show everywhere. Wherever you are, you can see the show. Yeah. That's why the whole time, I mean, I hate being in the crowd anyway. The whole time I was all the way in the back and they had the stage and then 2 screens next to the stage and then go further back 2 screens and then go all the way back 2 screens. Yeah. So no matter where you were, you could see the show.
They probably did that to like reduce people from like fighting.
Yeah. And my friend, I remember when we first got there, my friend was like, why does everyone's shoes have mud on them? He was like, what's going on with these weird kids? He was like, Nina, everyone's shoe has mud on them.
That's how it is.
And I was like, at first we weren't making the correlation because we just got there. Like, and then they were like, it's the mosh pits. And so people, I mean, like literally people's shoes had mud, a layer of mud on the top. And because he was tripping, like, am I about to have a whole layer of mud on my shoe? And it was like, they and someone told later, like, oh, the mosh pits were like really insane. Like the mosh pits were really crazy.
People like doing that.
It was, it was just like,
that's
it was a lot of white people.
Kids.
And it made me feel old too, because now I'm becoming old. So it's like a ton of young kids. Like I was like, damn, these are fucking babies out here. Like I feel old.
And they be
like,
fucked up.
They were fucked up.
I'd be fucked up.
And then the second night, I missed a whole bunch of people I want to see. Miss Sweetie, Miss Blockboy JB, Miss Famous Dex, that hurt my heart. Chief Keef.
Oh, God.
Did I see Rich the Kid? No, I missed him too. Heard Lil Yachty. Didn't want to watch Tyga, so I just watched him on the TV. Miss Playboy Cardi and Kodak Black. And then went and saw a Young Thug. Miss Lil Uzi Vert, but I've seen him before, so I wasn't tripping. Oh, and the first night I did see Post Malone's whole set.
Okay.
And it's like, I mean, okay.
People love him.
They love him because he makes music that covers multiple genres. And that's what I realized by his performance, because he had the jams that everyone knew, like the hip hop ones. Then he had like kind of rock ones, and I was like, he covers all bases, and that's why people like him. And white people are the biggest consumer. So it's like they're hearing their hip hop, but then they're hearing like the white music that they want to hear. So, but yeah, Cardi B said, before she came on, I was like, oh, Offset came out yesterday. Oh, he's going to come on stage. Like, I remember saying that to my friend. I was like, oh, he's going to come out. And we sang happy birthday to him the night before because it was he performed on his birthday. So they were like, happy birthday. And I was like, oh, Offset's going to fucking come out because they're both in L.A.
Yeah.
And so, and then she performs. Her performance irritated me because she had no stage presence, but I'm sure she's thinking about her baby. She's stressed out. She's tired. She's our age. She's young. Like all these other factors.
Yeah.
Because all she did was like, hi guys or whatever. And then like the song came on. She performed this song. And the song ended. She would stop and just look at the DJ. And then the next song will come. She'll perform it. Da-da-da-da-da. And then stop and stand there. Not talk to us. Not at all. What's up, motherfucker? None of that. She didn't do nothing. Like, hey, motherfuckers, how y'all doing? There's a lot of y'all.
That's like a stark contrast too between how she was at Coachella. Because at Coachella, remember she was pregnant and she was still like
she was turned up.
She was talking to the crowd. Like she was saying like she loved us and whatever. And like she did a really good job.
That's why I was like, I think that she was stressing, probably thinking Offset was there. And then she's already stressing in general, like, and she probably wants to go home to her baby, like, because I was like, she looked stressed out. And then after like her second or third song, like I saw because it was out of order, so I just saw Me Back, and I was like, oh, shit's gonna say Take Me Back. Yeah, I just saw Me Back, and then the Cardi came out, and then the Take came out last, and then I was like, Offset's coming out, and that's why I started recording. Everyone saw it on the Shade Room. But what they kind of didn't show on the Shade Room is like they didn't show the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so the lights go out. Like I don't know. They barely showed the lights going out. But the lights go out because Cardi B is cussing out Offset. They cut the lights off because they're like, oh. You know, like it was one of those moments where they're like,
but I would have cussed him out too. Like, you're coming to my job.
You interrupted her set.
Coming to my job, bro.
You interrupted her fucking set. That's so rude. Plus, she's already embarrassed because, nigga, you cheated on her. This shit has been going on all week. What? No, don't interrupt her set. Why not at the end of her set?
Exactly.
Why not be like, okay,
because he's a nigga. He's stupid.
He's selfish.
And he's stupid.
And then P from Quality Control just bought him another Rolls Royce, like the big body one. Shit looks like a truck. Yeah, bought it. So it's like, they're just...
This is why poor niggas don't need to be rich. I'm just kidding. That's really mean.
But this is the problem, is poor niggas want to look like this. So poor niggas are spending all their money thinking they can look like that. They're niggas with these fake chains. Why are you guys wearing fake chains? Don't wear a chain. I have no real jewelry.
I'm trying to think.
I can afford real jewelry.
I think I have like a semi-real jewelry. It's just a watch. That's it.
But it's like...
Otherwise, no. I don't have anything real. It's Coach. Like, it's...
Oh,
that's why I said semi-real.
But, see, I don't consider that. You know, like, because we have Michael Kors.
It's not like a diamond.
Yeah, because it's like we have Michael Kors and Coach and shit. But it's like, I don't consider... I mean, like... You know,
real,
the shit that Cardi B and all that,
certified.
Right? That stuff. Like it's like, but we could have, we could get it,
but it'd be stupid.
It would be so dumb,
stupid,
and we know we would be hurting ourselves in the long run to do it, which is why we don't do it. But anyway, back to the Cardi B Offset shit. I was annoyed. Like, if you saw,
it was so corny. Like from what they showed, I was just like, I just want to say I'm sorry, bruh. Like, my nigga, what?
Did
you just call me bruh?
He stayed calling her bro, though, because I remember throughout their marriage, he would call her bro. And niggas do that. I've had an ex who said bro so much that he would call me bro. And I'm like, nigga, I'm not your bro.
To me, that's one of them examples of, like, niggas get away with what you allow them to get away with. Because, like, I don't really feel like throughout the course of the relationship, at least, like, what she showed, he was as committed as she was, and he wasn't as excited to be in the relationship as she was. Because I remember she would always post like, this nigga wanted me to come see him, I come and see him, and what is he doing? Sleep. I feel like every time she posted like of her going to see him, he would sleep. Where
she would be wide awake, she would have her makeup done, she would have remember that video where she said,
he told me
wake
to
the fuck up.
Yeah,
that's the thing, is people were joking about the way he jumped up, but it was like, he jumped up because he thought she saw something. The way he jumped up, because she had a cell phone. He's not realizing she's recording herself, but it looks like she just found something, and that's why and I was like, everyone joked about it, like, oh, she found a text. He thought she
really did.
That's why he hopped up like that, is because he was known to be doing that bullshit. Yeah, it's like he treated her so bad, and it's like, it sounds fucked up, but I hope they don't get back together.
I mean, I don't know, because like, they might, because like what she was saying about how like she could be with like the most amazing, most wonderful man or
and
whatever.
He gonna cheat, yeah.
No, but he's not gonna love her daughter the same way that her father's daughter loves her daughter. And I'm like, yes, that is very true. Yeah. But that's not grounds to get back with somebody that doesn't treat you right. Like, yes, he could still be in your daughter's life, but that doesn't mean like you have to be with him for it to be that way.
And that's the thing, is when he cheated and she found out, she stayed. Yeah. He proceeded to continue to try shit. Yeah. And she said, you try that again, you're going to lose your wife. And it's like, Cardi B is a hard ass bitch. Like, from what I remember of her on Love and Hip Hop and stuff, people knew her before then, but it's like, she is a hard bitch. Like, she's not one of the bitches who's gonna be like, oh, I'm just going to take him back and did it. She's fucking Cardi B, man. She's low-key a nigga, and that's why
she doesn't like refrain from stating her opinion about stuff.
Yeah, that's probably why he calls her bro, because she has that bro energy. Like, you know, like she might not.
A lot of people always be like, you should be friends with your significant other. Yeah, like I saw something where girls were saying like, your man should not be your best friend. He should be your man.
You got me fucked up.
And I'm like, no, I think I need to be your friend. Yeah, like
friend first.
Yeah, because if I don't like you as a friend, what makes you think I'm gonna like you as my nigga?
Yeah,
like, no.
Yeah. I want to be friends first with whoever I stay with.
Nah.
Yeah, people are weird for that.
Because Rashad and I are definitely friends. Like, I remember he got like a haircut one time. We're so fucking ignorant. I was like meeting him at the mall, and like I walked up on him, I see him, and I'm like, oh, hey, I see you, fresh cut. And like we just started doing that ignorant nigga shit in the middle of the fucking mall. Yep. We did not care.
Yeah.
Like, so I think you should definitely be friends with your nigga.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Like, if you're not friends with your nigga, I don't know.
If you're not friends with your nigga, don't be surprised. Because honestly, after listening to all these murder stories, these niggas are just killing their whole family. Yeah. It's like, I want to be your friend first, so you could be I'm thinking of killing myself. Let me know, like, tell me,
so I could get out,
so I can figure out what I gotta do. Like, even down to, I loved this on Black Love. There's a couple, a new, maybe like 1 to 3 years married, and she said that like, we're friends first or whatever. To where I love that, where he was tempted to cheat, but he didn't, and he came home and told her, and she and she, instead of being mad, she just sat down with him, and I was just like, oh, I love you. Yeah,
like, what happened? Like, why were you about to do this?
Well, she said what she did was she didn't make it about her. Like, what did I do wrong? What am I doing to make you? Am I not giving you sex enough? She just talked to him and been like, was she, you know, like, she was just very pretty, you know, just really talking to her like a bro. And he said, like, he was like, she talked to me like she was my bro, and it helped me so much. And it's like, little do you know, things like that would help. Whereas men will be like, oh, I thought about cheating. It's like, what the fuck, nigga? You fuck nigga, don't ever.
Yeah, that's just like getting mad. Like, if I had gotten mad, if I asked Rashad, like, do you look at other girls? And he tells me yes. And I'm like, if I got mad about that,
he ain't never gonna tell you
no,
again.
Like, he's not gonna feel comfortable telling me stuff. And it's like, my nigga, you could look at girls because I'm gonna point out a fat ass to you. Like, I don't give a fuck. All day. Like, I don't care. We're gonna look at asses together
all day.
I'm gonna sometimes we'll pass a girl. I'm like, oh my God, did you see her? Like, no, I didn't. And then I'll have him turn around and fucking look.
Yeah.
And I know there's a bunch of girls out there like, you gonna get cheated on. No, like, that's not gonna be the basis of me getting cheated on. Like, being cheated on is like if that nigga just decides to do so.
Yeah, and everyone's relationship is different. Yeah. Too, so it's like,
that's why we're fucking friends.
Right. It's like, everyone's gonna tolerate what they want to tolerate.
Exactly.
And people can't. That's why it's like, you can't decide for Cardi like what she can tolerate. And she has a kid.
And that's why she was telling people stop wishing death on him. Like, because she was like, I don't want that. Like, because she was talking about how like Pete Davidson.
Oh, right.
He was talking about killing himself because like all the hate he was getting from Ariana.
Yeah, I'm scared for him.
And it's just like, me too. It's just like, y'all need to like calm down on the internet, because it's like, y'all don't know these people in real life, and you don't know what they can tolerate. And like, y'all be wanting to kill yourselves because somebody called you fat in school, and you think that you can just go out and spew this hate on somebody else, mainly because you're hurt. And because you want them to feel the type of pain you feel, because you want them to be ashamed for their actions. And it's like, they may be ashamed for their actions, but they're not coming out publicly and saying it because they don't owe y'all shit. Like, they're not in a relationship with y'all on the internet. Like, they're in the relationship with that person. Yeah. So like, that's why it's like, when the whole Cardi B thing happened and like she put it online, I'm like, why is she putting this online? And it's like, why is she making it so public?
I wish it was more of a thing where they had broken up 8 months ago and haven't been together for 8 months, and then she's like, oh, just so y'all know, we broke up a long time ago. But so it's not like this whole like,
but it's like, we know how she is. She like, and she shares everything on there. Like, she literally shares way too much, and that's why Offset was like, well, my wrongdoings were made public, so my apology had to be public. Because at first I was like, so why is he coming online now? Yeah. And then it's like, you know what? Like, a slight real nigga move on that part. Like, yeah, that's the only real nigga
the
thing. Only redeeming
the only redeeming factor. Offset is so delusioned. He doesn't even know how to take full responsibility for his actions. Talking about, fuck y'all, I miss Cardi. Well, fuck us. Fuck you.
Well, no. Well, fuck us, because the people online are the ones that telling him like, go kill yourself and shit. Go leave.
But I'm just like, nigga, like, the y'all won and all that stuff. Yeah. It's just like, Offset.
My nigga, Offset. We didn't make you cheat.
And this is the thing. This is why I don't even watch Offset stories anymore, because all he shows is his fucking jewelry. That's all he does. He was
poor.
But this is the thing. And at this time with
post Cardi, he probably ain't got no pictures with her. Like, of his own. Real talk. Like, he probably does not take pictures with her. Like, if you're a cheating nigga, you're not gonna take your phone out and take a picture of you and your girlfriend and accidentally have your text messages pop up on your screen.
True, but it's like, the thing is, she be going through his phone. That's why it's fucking annoying. She has access to his phone.
But so she's stupid.
She's catching him cheating multiple times. This is why
we all say she's stupid.
This is why this bitch left her husband, because she has access to his phone and has watched him try to cheat. Because he said, I didn't fuck that bitch. Like, I just shouldn't have entertained her. Yeah. But it's just like, Offset. Offset is disillusioned, and he's young, mind you. He's
young.
He's our age. He just turned,
and everybody's throwing pussy at him. The baddest looking bitches are throwing pussy at him.
He just turned 27 2 days ago.
Yeah, and we're like, niggas love pussy. So it's like, at the same time, I understand how hard it is to not cheat in that situation. It doesn't excuse it, but it's just like, it is very hard for him right now. I will say that.
But
I'm not saying that I take his side in any way, but I'm just saying it's very hard.
And just we understand young black men struggle in general, so we understand it a little bit better.
They're prized possessions when they're dark skinned and rich.
But also, it's like black men are the most hated in society, so their goal is just to be above everyone.
And liked.
Like
that's
they
want to
be good. Like, okay, side note, these fucking phone calls that come in from random places that annoying. These fucking scammers are annoying the shit out of me. And my phone's on do not disturb. I guess it doesn't ring, but whatever. Sorry. But to continue,
you have to have it face down. If you put it face down, it won't ring.
Okay. Yeah. But Offset, at the least he could do is stop posting his fucking jewelry and shit and just post Cardi. Because imagine the difference. Because this is the thing, people are pissed at him. And so people are watching him, and you go on his fucking story, and all you see is this, and I'm wiggling my wrist because that's all he fucking does. His fucking rings, and then Quavo just bought a $250,000 grill. It's literally clear. It's just clear. Just
that's
diamond.
hard.
It's just clear.
That's hard as fuck.
It looks like water.
I want one.
When they say water, that's the closest thing.
He got the top of the line diamonds.
$250,000.
I need it.
Like, nigga, you guys are wearing $1 million on your body when you go out, and then you're driving a $500,000 car. Mm-hmm. He was like, I can't wait to ship this shit back to the A, because they say in Atlanta, like, they'll just all take their
intercept your mail. Oh, the car. Okay, I thought you about to ship a watch back, my
You said intercept your mail, okay?
Because that was my first thought. Like, as a criminal, nigga, let that shit get shipped to the wrong house. You think I'm gonna say anything?
Say it.
I've kept less. Like, the fact.
Say I find a $500,000 watch. If I gotta go to the black market and they only gonna give me $150,
fine. That's $150 more than what I had yesterday. Shit, I could pay off my student loans and still be chilling.
I'm gonna come in like I won the lottery with a mask on, like that Kodak Black interview. Did you see the Kodak Black interview? They're so stupid. I hate them. Kodak Black always wears a mask, like a designer mask. So like, it's a robbery mask, but it's like designer. And so whenever he comes, everyone else in the Breakfast Club, except for Angela Yee, they all put on a ski mask. So
why doesn't she put one on?
Because she's a girl.
Weak ass.
You know how girls are, and they're like, I don't want to. But I was thinking
I would put one on.
She don't want to fuck up her makeup, but I'm gonna show you because it's hilarious to look at. It's really
I just
fucking
hate how
funny.
ski masks be having the mouth hole and the eyes. Oh my god!
Like, it's a really nice mask.
Yeah.
But like, I'm showing Ashley.
But why does he do that?
Right
like,
now.
does he do that because he doesn't want to be seen in the public, or because he's ugly?
I think it's a fashion thing. He takes it off at the end of the thing. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. But
that's crazy how he went to jail and came out and is still rich. And Ty Dolla $ign had gotten arrested last week too.
Yeah, for like cocaine.
And that's why when you said he was at Rolling Loud, I was like,
yeah. When I was like,
he got out of jail because he got arrested in Georgia.
Yeah. Where it's super illegal.
Highly illegal.
Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
he is with like Skrillex or some shit. So Skrillex got him off.
Drug using niggas.
Yeah.
Oh, Skrillex white?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And white people be
because they were saying there's no charges against Skrillex right now, even though they were in the same fucking car. That's how you know racism is real. How you in the same fucking car, but it's only the black man's shit.
And y'all both famous.
Skrillex,
it's not even like
I know you do coke with that music that you make.
Oh.
There's no fucking way. There is no fucking way that you don't do
At
coke.
this point, I just say everyone does coke. Like,
cocaine is universal.
That shit don't discriminate. Like, my friend went to Colombia or whatever, and he said in the clubs everyone was on coke and the coke was green. I was like, why they color it green? He was like, I don't know. I was like, you didn't try it, right? He was like, no. I was like, good. But
he might have had some in his drink and not noticed. Like, they salt his rim with coke. Oh my god, that's crazy.
And your lips just go numb. Jesus Christ. Terrible.
You're like, why am I so hype right now?
We don't use coke, guys, but
no. But we know what that shit do.
Yeah. You want to smoke after? I know it should be saying on tape.
I haven't actually smoked in like 3 weeks.
I have a whole blunt from Rolling Loud that I didn't finish.
I haven't smoked in like 3 weeks, but I'm kind of.
Are you quitting?
I was just eating edibles. I didn't want to smoke anymore, and I didn't want to smoke when I had that respiratory shit going on because I was already having asthma.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how you feeling? Throat's
I'm
better?
still low key congested.
I hear
Do
a
you
little
hear
bit of
it?
it, just a little bit.
Yeah, and
like
I
tiny.
I'm like, can it go away?
It'll go away
I'm
eventually.
like fucking irritated.
It's like the remnants. Oh yeah, shout out my friend Gilbert. His Instagram is GILBO13, Gilbo13. He came up to me in the club and was like, "Oh my God, Nina! Like I listen to your podcast, and it's like you guys are so good." And
I get so happy when
and
people tell us that.
yeah, he was just like, and he always tells me about the podcast whenever I see him. Like, oh yeah, I've been listening. It's good. But like every time he's like, you guys are getting better every time. Like he's like, it's so good. Like, da, da, da. Shout you out, Gilbo. What's up?
Can I tell you like 3 article headlines that I read that made me be like, yo, this is some just like fucking bullshit.
Okay.
Let me see which one I should start with. Okay, so this teacher, she called a student, she was saying the N-word.
Oh.
She's white,
Oh.
of course.
Oh.
You know. And her reasoning for saying the N-word was, I had a black nanny.
No, you didn't say that. I thought she was gonna say I have a black husband. Black nanny? You call your nanny nigga? Nigga, come wash this for me.
Nigga, come change my motherfucking diaper.
Right, come wash my ass, nigga.
Nigga, I took a shit. Like,
hey, nanny nigga.
Okay.
Like, no.
So
What's wrong with people?
another one
She
is
voted for Trump.
Another one is a flight attendant breastfeeds woman's child on a flight.
I heard that one.
Never.
You know,
The baby would have been fucking hungry.
I'm right in between because you have to fear what sicknesses she could be passing to your baby.
Because the immune system that your baby gets comes through breast milk.
From you.
Yeah. So what if that bitch has like AIDS or some shit and she doesn't know, and then your baby has AIDS? Because can it be transmitted through breast milk?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's why I'm like, that's that bullshit.
Yeah, so that was where I was like, that's not, well, 1, she's a stranger. 2, you don't know what sicknesses she has. Yeah. But then on the other end, it's like,
the baby needed to eat. But then it's like, if you're a parent,
you didn't prepare?
You didn't know how much
I was thinking
formula you needed?
Bitch, you knew you was on a long ass flight with a newborn.
Like,
and you didn't bring no formula?
You
could have just had the powder in the bottles and get through TSA.
Yeah, so I'm like, this had to be a first time mom.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like,
for sure.
I saw this lady.
And you let another lady to breastfeed your child. Yeah. That's a first time mom.
But usually, no, because I feel like first time moms be more stressed about that shit.
Yeah.
But she was probably desperate, like, shut this little nigga up.
I had something really heavy next to a newborn's head yesterday. And like, I went to bed yesterday really happy that I didn't drop it.
Oh, yeah.
Because the mom wasn't scared, but she kind of, just like, held her baby's head. And like, so I noticed it too. And I was just like, oh, I have strength. So I wasn't going to drop it. But I was like, damn, imagine if I dropped that.
She would fucking stand up and pummel your ass.
I would owe so much money. I would never get out of debt.
No. She would fight you.
I would never get out of debt.
She would sue you.
And I'm black.
And you would go to jail.
I would never get out of debt. Like, and that just made me sit back last night and be like, when you see yourself in a situation where it could turn south, like, be even more careful. So if you're around a newborn, like, don't even be around the newborn. Just go on the long end and just stretch your arm out. And, like, don't even. So, random thought, guys. Sorry.
That's why I be holding my sister's baby. And I'm like,
oh, yeah, I haven't seen her baby
Oh, no,
yet.
you haven't. I don't know if she's coming over today. But, like, I've gotten so immune to newborns because there's been so many in my family.
Yes.
Like, and I really just be handling her like she big. Like, I'm like, come here, girl. Like, I just be picking her up like, come here, girl. I'm like, she's so cute.
She have a lot of hair yet?
She doesn't have a lot of hair, but, like, on the top, it's, like, super dark and it's a lot. And then she has dimples. I haven't seen them yet, but she has really deep dimples, apparently. Yeah.
Is she, like, what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
She's about to be a month this Thursday.
She's gonna be.
I think this Thursday.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yay.
And then the last one is a couple shares an embryo.
Wait, what?
A lesbian couple shares an embryo. So they both were pregnant. So
they're both gonna have fucking kids.
No.
How do two?
Wait. So one of them held the baby for a little bit. And then the other one held the baby.
Wow, technology. I hope this doesn't piss God off.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And so it was like this like in vitro that this couple made up. And what's the name of it? Yeah, Let me find the name
Christians
of it.
hate this.
Right?
Whoa, that's intense.
Reciprocal effortless in vitro fertilization using radical technology.
Jesus
and so
Christ.
What they did is one of the mom like incubated the baby's egg for like a week. Jesus. Then they took the egg out and put it in the other lady so that she could like have the baby the rest of the time.
And it's like, as far as I know about DNA, the baby might carry both DNA characteristics because of that. But I don't know when DNA like seals up and stops sharing. You know, like when does it stop allowing?
It's after the baby, like it's when the blastocyst forms. Because remember, it like first it's like one ball of cells, then it's two, then it's four, and then it eventually becomes like an entire ball of cells.
Right.
And then like once that ball of cells turns in, like it folds over on itself.
Right.
That's like when it stops. And then after that, it's just like replication of whatever DNA is in there, specific for the organs that they need.
I wonder what stage the egg is in.
In the 5 days, in 5 days, it's probably just a blastocyst. Because after it becomes a blastocyst,
they might share DNA.
That's when it implants in the uterine wall. If I remember right.
I don't remember shit from school.
That was the class that I got an A in.
Oh, okay. So. I do remember that section because when you were saying it, I was picturing all the pictures in the book.
Yeah.
But I'm like, ooh.
And you know how that shit looks like, how the cell is like basically empty at the top and at the bottom it's like all the cells.
Yeah.
And then I don't forget what that hole is called. It's not like a meningeal hole because that's something else.
There is a little hole.
Mm-hmm. That's basically like the yolk.
Yeah, it's like egg. It looks like an egg yolk. Yeah, and then it just multiplies.
Yep.
That's super cool.
So, like, they had a healthy baby, and they were saying that this IVF is $8,000 with medication compared to, like, typical IVF, which is $15,000 to $20,000.
Huh. 20,000. Oh.
20,000.
You know, I was going to say, 20,000 isn't that much for that, but the thing is if it fails, because that's the thing.
Yeah, you have to do it again.
You have to do it again and pay the whole price all over again.
Mm-hmm. I had like one more that was like some bullshit, because remember how we saw that thing on the news talking about how like cereal can give you cancer, but like
what?
How like there's cancer causing materials in cereal.
I mean, it's causing materials
in everything, right?
Yes.
And like, remember how we said that guy had just won the settlement because he said cereal had given him cancer? It wasn't cereal.
What was it?
It was he was spraying Roundup at the school. Like, and he had accidents where the Roundup exploded and got on his skin.
You stupid nigga. How do you get those two mixed up? This nigga was trying to make money.
No, we mixed it up.
Oh, like, I thought you were saying media, that he said that.
No, the media mixed it up saying it was because of cereal.
Okay.
But the reason they said that is because, and he got like non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. That nigga about to die. I don't even know why they broke him off. Like, he's literally about to die.
Why they broke him off?
I know, that's really mean.
His
Maybe
kids.
he needs and money for his health care.
His family.
But it's because like the chemicals in the Roundup, it's like glycophosphate or some shit.
Yeah, fuck with your fucking DNA.
Whatever.
That sounds like some shit that will manipulate your DNA.
Exactly. So that shit is in the weed killer, and that's what they think causes cancer. And so they were saying trace amounts of that material has been found in cereal, but it's so low that it's not harmful. Because you know how like the FDA like releases stuff saying like, well, in this amounts it's not harmful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's cyanide in like all of our medication. It's just so low it won't kill us. Isn't that crazy?
That's why you be feeling loopy.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's another reason I don't really like taking medications, because it's like you think you know what you put in.
There's a whole bunch of bullshit in it.
Yeah, and that shit's not good for you.
Yeah. Ever. And that only half the population can smell cyanide because it smells like
almonds. And don't you? Yeah, you have to have like the gene for it.
Yeah, you have to
I heard about that on My Favorite Murder.
Yep.
Because that one, like, she was like in the morgue or whatever, and she was like, "What does that smell?" And like the doctor didn't smell it, so he didn't believe her. So that they buried the body, and they ended up having to exhume it, and then they tested it for cyanide because they hadn't before, and she was right.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's just like, there's allowable limits in the food, because like you have to think about it, like cereal comes from grains, and then like they're spraying weed killer on those grains, and so I guess that is where like the trace amounts come from in the cereal, but like apparently it's not gonna kill you or give you cancer.
The media, man, they say one thing, and
that's why I had to read up on it, because I was like, wait a hot damn second, I need my fucking frosted mini wheats. Cotton picking minute. Old people love saying that.
The only other thing that this is a random thought I had.
Oh, did you see Nicki Minaj though?
Oh, her man?
Yeah. About how he's like an ex-rapist.
But the story is he was 16, his girlfriend was 16,
and the mom disapproved.
The mom disapproved, so she said it was rape. And then Nicki Minaj was like, actually he was 15, the girl was 16, the mom disapproved and called it rape. I was like, that sounds right. Yeah. But people just hate Nicki because her brother was also touching on little kids.
And then remember Tyga.
Well, what about Tyga?
He dated fucking Kylie.
Oh,
at
yeah.
14.
I mean, a pedophile ass nigga. Yeah.
And so they're saying
he
like
admit it, but
she just always promotes rapists and stuff. And I was like, for her brother, That's a tough one.
It's her brother.
Yeah, like, yeah, I would definitely be mad at that nigga. I wouldn't like that nigga. But it's like, wasn't she like going to court with him, like to support him?
Yeah, and she'll pay for all that shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do all that.
What happened to him anyway?
I think he went to jail.
Shit.
I think he still went to jail. I don't know.
Like, damn, I'm thinking
Let me Google it.
Nigga really did touch them boys. I just assumed it was boys.
David was going off on people about it. I'm like, my nigga, chill.
That nigga's always going off on. If it ain't about was it about? Yeah, it's about Nikki.
Can't talk about her.
If you talk about Nikki in any form or fashion, somebody will be in your inbox trying to argue with you.
Right?
Nikki has trained her listeners to argue. That's all they do. And people are like, what the fuck happened to Queen Radio? Like, I guess it just stopped. And they're like, oh, probably stopped because she doesn't need to promote her album no more. And I was like, that's kind of fucked up. She had a full radio.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like that's what it was for.
Yeah, because
her brother ugly.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing it.
Oh fuck.
Oof. He does resemble her though. I can see it. Oh shit.
Oh, he's in jail. There was like a jail beatdown video that people were saying was him. Yeah.
He got his ass beat.
Yeah, they said it was him, but
they beat up rapists.
Other people are saying it's not. Oh my god, he's convicted of raping his 11-year-old stepdaughter.
Oh no. You raped a little girl?
And it said on the first day of trial, the girl's 10-year-old brother shared his experience of witnessing the abuse.
Oh my god, he watched it.
Oh my god.
Nikki, your
brother. He said it initially began to hear his sister's bed squeaking at night. Oh my god. He said he witnessed the abuse on occasion when he decided to look for his sister. His pencil broke while doing his homework and he needed to get another one from his sister, and that's when he saw it.
He was really fucking an 11-year-old.
The boy said that but when he walked upstairs, he noticed that he described something as weird. The boy said that his sister's panties were at her ankles and Mirage's underwear were at his knees. He ran upstairs after witnessing the abuse. Following the abuse, the boy said the Mirage threatened him and slapped him 10 times in the face. He said the Mirage told him that he would never see his mother again if he told anyone.
Man, these adults always be manipulating kids that way.
Oh my god.
Thank God he told somebody. Oh god, keep going.
An expert, Erica Zimark of the Nassau County Medical Examiner's Office, revealed evidence about Mirage and the victim. The expert discussed semen that was found on the child's pajamas.
Oh Jesus.
She said that the semen was consistent with Mirage's DNAs. He said it was less than a 1 in 348 billion chance that the DNA on the pajamas belonged to someone else.
Wow. So it was his.
And he was raping the 11-year-old as often as 4 times a week.
Jesus Christ.
And he was arrested in 2015 for the crime.
This little girl. So she's probably 13, 14 now. I want to see this little girl.
No, they're not going to show her.
They're not going to show her face. Yeah, because she's not 18.
Yeah, they're not going to show her.
Oh, my God. He was... Nikki.
Okay, that nigga needs to die.
Nikki, your brother was fucking a little girl.
Now I understand why niggas are mad. Like, initially, like, I didn't look into it because it's like, it's a celebrity. I don't care. Like...
She probably had a talk with him, like, nigga.
But how are you still, like, I would not pay for that. I'm not supporting you after that, even if you're my fucking brother. I'm not paying for that.
That was fucking a kid.
You're raping a little girl 4 times a week?
Oh, man.
Nah.
How you fuck a little girl, man?
No.
Man.
No,
And it's crazy because I understand that devious thoughts cross people's minds, but it's like when you
act on them.
Do it, man. Damn, you just ruined this girl's life. Now I'm sure Nicki Minaj is paying for her therapy.
I can't. This is why people don't like this nigga.
Why?
The now 13-year-old took the stand during the trial, saying the Anaconda singer's brother threatened to have her taken away from her mother if she didn't go along with the abuse.
What?
Like, how do you?
And she believed it, because why wouldn't you?
Why would you, like?
Niggas really be out here raping kids. These kids don't need to be fucking.
So who is Squirts?
Oh, no. Oh, that's a word.
Squirts. David Squirts.
Oh, Squirts.
He's an attorney.
I was saying Squirts.
He claimed that during the trial that the allegations, which include that Mirage coached the girl on how to make anal sex less painful while he raped her, were made up by her mother as part of a $25 million extortion scheme. Yeah,
The mom is basically trying to extort Nikki.
Yeah, for money.
Yeah.
That's what they're
saying.
Saying.
You have to be... the scum. If that is true, let me say if that is true, because it might not be true. If the mother did that, you have to be the scum of the earth to
put your kids in a situation
and it was
like that.
This level of your parenting that left that little girl alone with that man so many times for her to keep getting raped.
It's like at the same time,
that's why
like
you don't be having. That's not her.
It's not the dad.
It's not the dad, and that's why you don't be having boyfriends
niggas around your
fucking kids.
Like you need to like know this nigga, trust this nigga.
Bitches,
get a fucking background check on this.
Bitches
nigga.
want a man so bad. One of my coworkers, he has 2 kids, and his baby mom's one of them bitches who want a man so fucking bad, and has been with him for like maybe 2 months now, and he's stressing like he has to get his lawyer involved in shit. But he's stressing because she got a new boyfriend, and then she's trying to bring the boyfriend around the kids. She's only been with the guy for 2 months.
No.
And then he just found out last week that the guy is moving in. Mind you, she's only been with him for 2 months. So he's moving into the house, and so obviously he called his lawyer immediately. And then finds out that the boyfriend is an ex-con. These kids are the same age as this little girl getting raped, 10 and 8, I think. And then this nigga moves in and starts growing mushrooms in the house.
What?
And I went at work, I said, get your motherfucking lawyer.
And get your fucking kids.
Get your fucking kids. Do not bring those kids back to that fucking
Unless
house.
it's on a supervised visit, because they'll do those. My nephews used to have to do those.
They're having the, like, he's going to get arrested again. Like, this guy's going back to jail.
Shit, that bitch is fucking stupid.
Bitches will do anything to have a fucking man. It makes me sick.
Including having kids, because she might not even care about the kids, and that's why she's putting him in a situation like that. Because, like, I think about it, like, if I had kids, like, I would never want them to be in a safe situation, an unsafe situation, if I can control it. And, like, if that means by who I allow in my house, like, I'm going to be very strict about that.
That's even, like, me, who I know me. When I have friends who bring me around their kids, I'm uncomfortable because I'm like,
you really want me to meet him?
Right.
Like, and like I'm a trustworthy person. I'm like still like,
I know me.
Sure you want me to meet
like
him?
I know me, but what if I wasn't me and I was somebody else?
Yeah.
You really want to bring that person around your kid? Like, so I don't know. But that whole kid thing stresses me the fuck out.
That whole situation about reading what apparently happened stressed me out. Like, I really believe that nigga did that shit.
Oh, for sure.
I believe he did that shit.
He did it. Look at his face.
Because, like, I get it. Like, the woman knows that it's Nicki Minaj's brother. But I don't know if some people, would put their children in a situation to lie like that in court. But it's like, I don't know. Kids don't really be following lies that well. Kids aren't that great of liars.
Kids are shitty liars, and that's the thing. So even if the kid was lying, someone would have
found
realized
a hole in it, and he wouldn't have gone to jail.
Yeah, because kids do lie in court all the time because they think they know what they're doing, and the police, by what the kid is saying, the police are able to find out the truth. Yeah, because kids can't lie.
And that's why I don't understand, like, how people are defending Nicki about, like, supporting her brother in that situation when the situation is that grave. Like that, I don't see myself supporting my brother.
He was raping a little girl.
Yeah.
He was sperming on a girl. He was doing
he was
anal
on a
He was having
child.
anal. He might have even went in her vagina too. He was doing anal on a baby. There's adults who don't do anal. And you're doing anal on a
because that shit hurts. The fuck he coaching her for? No.
Fucking R. Kelly #2.
Nope. He's actually worse than R. Kelly.
Yeah, he is, because some of the women that R. Kelly was with
were consenting.
wanted to do it.
They just got in a fucked up situation. They realized way too late that the situation was fucked up.
They say, like I always said, because I learned this from Charlamagne, who learned this from someone, is like your prefrontal cortex is not fully formed till you're 25. So you make irrational decisions basically all the way up until 25.
About right.
And that's why you can't. That's why you can't get a rental car till you're 25, because that's when people stop making such irrational.
And can't you not test drive until you're 25 too? Because
the
only reason I was able to test drive my car is because my dad was with me.
Yeah, that might be true. I believe so. Yeah.
Even though it was for me, like they were like, oh well, you're not old enough.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck? I'm about to be paying y'all money.
Right.
The fuck you mean I'm not old enough?
Excuse my yawn, guys. Excuse that. I had a random thought. I put because Drake be posting his thirst traps. I put Drake is considered like not a great guy. Mm-hmm. But a lot of guys are not a great guy. Mm-hmm. So that makes Drake a regular guy.
He is a regular ass nigga.
And that's the thing. I had that thought, and I was just like, people always try to make him like this and that. And I was like, he's a regular guy. He has
Literally
one kid.
Everybody is regular
He has one kid from a female
that he fucked 2 times.
he was hoeing.
Yeah.
That all adds up.
The only thing about him that's not regular nigga is his shitty ass placement of his tattoos. But no, you're not. No, just kidding. Regular niggas do that too.
Actually, his whole hair beard situation, I feel like he got enhancements. Like,
Why?
Because
he mixed though.
But it's like he had a beard before. He had, we saw the shadow, but I'm like, it's just too perfect. Mind you, he is rich. He's a Kardashian. And not saying he's a Kardashian, but like everyone out there is a Kardashian. So it's like everyone's doing small enhancements to where you might have got it
darkened a little bit.
Even the Victoria's Secret fashion show, these girls are skinny. Like I said, as skinny as they are, they probably still did cool sculpting to just get that little amount of fat off. I saw some of the models had lip injections. Kendall has lip injections and her nose was done a little bit. Like everyone does a little bit. So I'm like, Drake probably just made sure that his beard was nourished and full. Because he has a full fucking perfect beard. And yes, he's light skinned. So,
but I've seen niggas in real life like that too, though.
Yeah, some people have perfect beards.
Yeah.
But I mean, he probably.
And his dad's hairy and then his mom is Jewish. That nigga's just hairy.
But I
know he has back hair.
He probably, because looking at his body in that picture, I was like, nigga, you did cool scope.
Yeah,
because
he looks like a fat nigga that like lost weight.
He totally works out. I believe all of it. He lifts. He does all of that. He eats great. He has a chef probably, so everything's healthy. But
not that lean. He
probably just does he be drinking lean? Mm-hmm. He needs to stop immediately.
I don't think he does it as much as everybody else, but he drinks lean.
That's gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he probably did cool scope too.
And he smoked hella weed.
The only other random thing that I only half want to talk about, you saw the PETA anti-speciesism, right?
No.
Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
they're trying to not have animals be species no more? What the fuck is the taxonomy system for then? So you mean to tell me I had to learn that shit in school for nothing? Because they're trying to take it away just like they did math.
Yeah, people were so fucking annoyed. Like, it was so stupid. Like,
guess what? I ain't in school no more. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I ain't gotta learn. Well, I am in school. Just kidding.
Everyone immediately. Everyone. Oh yeah, I mean, you're almost out. Everyone immediately was like, no. Even the vegans and vegetarians went on there. They're like, I'm vegan and vegetarian, and no, I'm not doing this. They're like, you guys have officially gone too far. And then like a whole bunch of people made viral videos, like, not viral, but like videos like, PETA's tripping, like what the fuck. So they want you to use and stop using anti-animal language like these niggas understand English. Instead of saying kill 2 birds with 1 stone, say feed 2 birds with 1 scone. Instead of saying be the guinea pig, say be the test tube. Instead of saying
what?
Right, okay. First of all,
but these is facts though.
We don't actually throw stones at birds.
No, but we do use guinea pigs in labs. Like, this is facts though.
We use guinea pigs and test tubes. So, and rats.
And rats and snakes and monkeys and birds. We use everything.
We actually use humans too.
Yeah.
So it's like
they just sign up for it and get paid money.
Right. Like, and instead of beat a dead horse, feed a fed horse.
What?
Because you wouldn't want to beat a dead horse.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to feed a fed horse. But we don't actually beat dead horses. So
I mean, maybe they did back in the olden times when niggas was only riding horses.
It's like
they was beating horses.
We don't beat dead horses or feed fed horses. I mean, we do feed fed horses.
I don't even see horses.
Instead of bring home the bacon, bring home the bagels. Somebody was like, what if I don't like bagels? Yeah. Everybody like bacon. I'm like, and Charlamagne was like,
and we know bacon means money.
Charlamagne was like, we don't do none of these things. He's like, oh no, I definitely bring home bacon. I was like, that's true. We definitely buy some bacon and bring it home every once in a while. And then take the bull by the horns, take the flower by the thorns. And Pia said, words matter. And as our understanding of social justice evolves, our language evolves along with it.
Okay. Until they start talking about racism,
right.
I
don't give a fuck about no goddamn animal that I'm eating.
Not at all.
Y'all care about these black people getting shot. That's the problem.
And then maybe I'll become a vegan when racism's over.
Like this went viral like a week or so ago. Like
that's
this is
fucking dumb.
More of an old story. Let me see. It was on December 6th. But it was just something I wrote down that we never.
Yeah, no, and I never saw that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Wasn't ever going to change anything after hearing that, though.
Right. And literally everybody was like, no.
You really think?
The whole comment section was like,
you're really dumb.
You're really, really dumb. This is a good time for a commercial break.
Hey, Nina.
Hey.
So I heard you complaining about not having leggings in your length.
You know,
or just pants in general.
Being 5'11" and 3/4 is tough.
Yeah, and just being taller than average. I was about to say higher than average, but you know that's true too.
Sometimes I'm higher than average.
So I found a brand.
Oh my gosh!
It's called the Jessie Queen collection, Yeah, you want to hear a little bit something about them?
Yeah.
All right. So, as tall women, we don't have to go to great lengths to stand out. Heard it.
Okay.
Because we do so naturally. The Jessie Queen collection strives to not only aid tall women in exemplifying professional success, but to also provide casual clothing at extended lengths that are young, vibrant, and current. Dress well because of your height, not in spite of it. I think that's a beautiful message, and that's like the cutest thing I've ever heard about being tall in my life. So on this website, she has a few items right now, like the liquid legging and the spandex legging. But if you go on their Instagram at shopjessequeen, that's literally the name on Instagram, or the website, which is www.jessequeen.com. If you go on that website, you can see the other products that she has, and on her Instagram, she has other products as too, like this swaggy ass like what's that called, sweatsuit outfit. Yeah. And then she has business casual clothes. And then there's even clothes for men. But one of the main things that sticks out about these leggings is that the inseam is 42 inches.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
My nigga. That's great.
That's amazing.
That's like on ASOS tall level collection.
Yeah,
like because anytime I shop somewhere and I get like normal clothes, if it's a fucking what are those, like a jumpsuit or a romper, coochie is all up in it, right. And then if it's shorts, ass is out. Yeah. Or it's like the top ain't even gonna go on my body, right? Because this is made for a little short, curvy girls, right, and not for tall people like Nina and I. Right. So this website, wonderful, fabulous. You get 10% off of your first order when you order. Fantastic. So if you would like to shop here, go to Shop Jessie Queen on Instagram or go to her website www.jessequeen.com. Pound stand tall queens or hashtag stay tall queens. Pound. And you know I'm old.
That's how you know you're raised in the 90s.
Right, when I actually had to use
we actually call it what it's called.
Yeah, the pound sign, niggas. But yeah, check out Jessie Queen collection. Tell us what you think. Get you some tall leggings, tall girls. Cover them ankles up. Okay. It's cold outside.
We don't need high waters.
Okay, bye. All right, y'all. So welcome back from that wonderful commercial break. Yes. So Nina and I talked about the school janitor that had gotten cancer from their Roundup killer and how that like spewed into everybody thinking that cereal gave you cancer. So like I found some, I was doing my random, Yahoo article search at work since I'm back in that hellhole. And I came across this article about like 28 things you think cause cancer but don't. And like I'm gonna read some of them off the list that like fucking shocked me because on God I thought all these were fucking true. One of them is like plastic water bottles. Like, you know how people were saying like don't drink out of plastic water bottles because it could give you cancer. Yeah, that's not true.
Fantastic, because I'm definitely drinking out of one right now.
Right. This one though, microwaving plastics. I was like, that for sure will give you cancer. And apparently it doesn't. Like, if it says microwave safe, then, like, whatever particulates are in plastic that would seep out in, like, a non-microwave safe container aren't in these containers.
You know what's fucked up is because there's so many non-microwave safe ones that work in microwaves. And I'm like, so many people really are still using them. Because I don't check mine.
I think the ones that I bought from Groupon said they were microwave safe, so I didn't have to check them.
But like little plastic plates in the house, because I don't like to use glass plates sometimes. When
I use paper plates.
Oh, you use paper plates. Okay. Yeah. I like we have plastic still, like random plastic.
Still have plastic ones.
Yeah, I use glass when I have to, but I like to use plastic sometimes, and I'm like, I don't check.
I'm
to
trying
see if
to
it's...
think, because I feel like if it's sold in the store, it should be microwave safe. But there's some bowls too, like ceramic bowls, where they tell you not to put them in the microwave. Yeah. So I don't know. Read your shit, people. Fuck.
Welp.
Oh my God.
I mean, the air gives us cancer at this point.
So the ones that are like microwave safe don't have DEHA and dioxins, which causes cancer. The microwave does not cause cancer.
Fantastic.
Using the microwave doesn't.
What about having the rays though? If you're too close to it.
No. So I read something about that too. Like the door is insulated, so the rays don't come out. Like the only way that would harm you is if you could turn your microwave on and have it open.
Yeah, because I always wonder about the pregnancy stomach. If you have your pregnant stomach next to the microwave, you're fine.
You're fine.
All these myths.
You're okay.
I can't wait till I furnish like my new home, because then I can make sure that all my products are good. All my plates are microwave safe. Like have all your P's and Q's.
One of these weird ones on here that they said caused cancer was Nutella, and I'm like, I never heard of that before in my life, but apparently like people were thinking like Nutella could give you cancer.
Is Nutella peanut butter chocolate?
It's hazelnut peanut butter.
Because I don't eat Nutella. I've only had it a few
either.
times. It's good.
Yeah, I don't even know if I could eat it because of my allergies.
Oh,
but I'm
right.
like, I have hazelnut. I've had hazelnut before.
It literally tastes like peanut butter chocolate.
Oh, that sounds
that's
great.
Exactly what it tastes like.
Yeah.
That's why I had to ask, because I've only had it maybe 2 or 3 times in my life, and I'm like, it's good, but it's too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's definitely for kids.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh my
Definitely
God,
too
that
sweet.
sounds great. A
Yeah.
peanut butter Nutella sandwich.
Peanut butter chocolate.
Bitch.
If peanut butter was made into chocolate, that's Nutella.
Oh my God, and peanut butter is my weakness.
It tastes great on toast.
Okay, and then another one is the wax on apples. You know how like did you ever see that thing on Instagram where they were washing the wax off the apples?
I did.
Yeah, it was on like 5-minute crafts. They were showing like all these things in food like that are unhealthy for you. Apparently the wax isn't, because people were saying it's carcinogenic and it's not. But the thing is that the carcinogens. So the main way that you'll get those from an apple is in the pesticides that are trapped under that layer of wax. So they do suggest you still wash the wax off, because the wax isn't harmful itself. It's like if they're spraying the trees with bug killer is what's harmful.
Like, you know how you always like rinse off your apple or whatever before you eat it? Like I know I've noticed whenever my mom is like a little sketchy about the apples for whatever reason, she's washed it with soap.
No, and that's what they in this article, that's what they say. They say use rinse your fruits with water and scrub them with a soft brush, or opt for organic apples that are less likely to have been treated with toxic chemical pesticides.
Can you imagine me? All of this makes me excited to get a house, because you can have your bowl of apples on the table and literally have a brush like put somewhere in the cabinet, so when you have your fruits, you can just be like, let me just brush this off.
Nigga, I can't wait to have fucking privacy. That is the main reason I want to move out.
That's why I'm like, fuck, I have to have someone live in a
fucking
room.
Privacy. Because I don't want nobody I don't want there.
I have to see you. Don't talk to me.
No. That's why people do those things where like they rent out the room and be like, you can't use the kitchen, you can't use the living room. Yeah. You literally have your room.
Yeah. Rent out,
which is fucked.
This is a room, but people get a little kitchenette. Like,
yeah, but
that's
like
actually smart if you buy a kitchenette.
No, you know what you can do? Like, well, we ain't rich, but if you have a house, they're making those houses that have the home within a home. So it's like an apartment inside your house. So they rent out the apartment to people, and it has its own entrance, own garage, own washer and dryer, own microwave. The only thing it doesn't have is a stove. So like you'd have to get one of those flat tops to like make a stove.
Side note, that's it. I saw someone's dorm, like a dorm apartment, had a washer and dryer upstairs and downstairs. So once I saw that, I said, I want it. So I'm like, and you know, there's some silent washer dryers now, because that's the issue, is the noise.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, my hope is to one day be able to put one upstairs and put one downstairs, because it's like we won't have this issue of people bumping everyone like, I want to do my laundry, I want to do.
And because like the thing I don't like about like certain apartments is like the washer and dryer isn't in your unit, so you have to share a community one. I don't know what the fuck.
That shit smells nasty all the time.
Right? I'm not trying to clean out a washer and dryer with bleach every time I want to use it, because I don't know what the fuck your funky ass is doing.
I just started going, like when I was in Pepperdine, I used it once, maybe twice, and then just started going home and doing my I just couldn't stand the smell.
I think I did mine at school like until I had ran out of like my money, and then after that I was like, honestly, I don't even like doing it here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just do it at home.
I'm just gonna go home.
Yeah.
My parents are cool.
And I went to the laundromat maybe like once and never did that shit again. Yeah. Because the laundromat in Riverside is ghetto as fuck.
Yeah, I can't do laundromats at all. I haven't done that since I was a kid.
This one is like so weird. It's called like cold water. Like people thought cold water caused cancer.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Yeah. And specifically cold water after meals.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And it says that the email claims that the cold water interferes with digestion and somehow causes cancer. No research anywhere backs up this silly claim. But I did read in another article that was related to this one, like 15 unknown causes of cancer. And it's like hot beverages. So if you drink a beverage that's like way too hot and it burns your esophagus,
and you taste the DNA,
and you might, that one actually, I'm like, okay, that's valid, because you're mutating the DNA and making it more susceptible to like any mutations that you already had. You're causing that to like proliferate. Right. So they said that could be linked to like esophageal and stomach cancer.
Everyone gonna have tongue cancer from burning their tongue. You know when you drink that first sip of coffee and you're like, fuck,
but
I should have waited.
What? I think like the like the skin on your tongue is different though, because like it comes off a lot already.
Yeah, it's like you burn yourself and that burn will be gone like soon after.
Here's another fucking stupid one. Overboiling water.
How do you overboil?
Like, I don't fucking know.
That's
just
evaporation.
Stupid. It says if your water is boiled too long or reboiled, chemical compounds form, including carcinogens like arsenic. And they are like, the reality of the risk is posed by boiling water are minimal. Make sure you're not believing these lies and myths. And so like the last few that I want to touch on are like things that we like talked on before. Like I'll post the whole list because I'm not about to read this entire thing to you, because there's also another related thing of like 15 things oncologists as a cancer doctor do every day to prevent cancer. And like them niggas would know best. So and I read this on Reader's Digest, so I guess it's a credible source. You know. Okay, so the last two I want to touch on are e-cigarettes. I definitely thought these caused cancer.
What?
Yeah. So it says, even though a few years back,
credible. I'm just kidding.
It said, even though a few years back, a Japanese study found electronic cigarettes contain more carcinogens as tobacco cigarettes, don't panic. It turns out the study was seriously flawed. In February 2017, the UK's National Health Service cited a study suggesting the use of electric cigarettes is far safer than smoking.
Far safer. Okay.
Yeah, y'all niggas still might get cancer.
You get cancer. It's just far safer.
All right, and this last one, me and Nina corrections corner right here. Antiperspirant.
You don't call cancer?
Mm-mm. The National Cancer Institute, so these niggas is real.
Damn.
Is clear about this one. There is no truth to the rumor that antiperspirant causes cancer.
Thank God I can keep it on this damn deodorant.
Right,
okay?
nigga, I was stressed.
I got some leftover ones that I was like, damn, I need to use it. Okay. Now I'm excited I can use it. That's hilarious.
There's also like a fact sheet attached to this to like show the data that they found, and it says the best studies so far have found no evidence linking the chemicals typically found in antiperspirants and deodorants with changes in breast tissue. The issue reports in a fact sheet, and that will all be attached so y'all niggas could look at it. Oh, and then like another ones I'm gonna stay and not read the explanation is your cell phone and power lines.
Wow, your cell phone.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wow. And injuries to the breast. I always thought if I got hit in my titty, I would get a tumor, but apparently that's not true. Yeah, that's right. And then a good one for y'all hoes out there: abortion. It don't cause cancer.
Oh, I never thought that.
So you
for y'all hoes out there. She's joking, guys.
Really like, it's so funny, like when I meet people and they don't realize like half the shit I say is like being sarcastic. Or like bullshit, and then I feel like they get offended, and it's like, dude, I'm not even fucking serious with you right now, but that's cool. Like that happened when I went out on what day? It was on Friday with Christopher. And we ended up meeting my coworker and his friend had never met me before, and like so we're dancing in the club, and I'm like, what music is this? Like, and they were like, it's white people music, and I'm like, oh, okay, like that's why I don't know it. And so then we're like dancing to like this EDM like type music, and then like they just like we like are dancing, having fun, whatever, we're just like tripping out, and I'm like, okay guys, let's all get naked. And I said it just like that, and he was like, that's such a girl thing to say at a gay club. And I was just like,
we're joking.
What? I was like, what are you talking about? And so then I was like, no, I'm about to read y'all, because like I literally saw y'all two niggas naked, half naked on Instagram, and I saw two people half naked walking here. I was like, so what the fuck are you talking about? And then I didn't say it to him like that, because I'm like, I just met you. And they were like, oh no, but that's at the parties, not at the club. How I'm supposed to know? I'm not fucking gay.
What's the fucking difference between a fucking party and a club?
I don't know, but them niggas be naked either way. So and I wasn't serious, so it's like it's like, you don't know me, bro, but it's okay.
You tried it.
You tried, boo.
Yeah, that's why I had to be like, she's joking, because I could just imagine people being like, I had an abortion and she's calling me a hoe.
And it's like, if you've listened long enough, if you listen to my tone, like abortion, you can tell when I'm serious.
Shit, that's fucked up.
Hey, in some instances, abortion is fucking common sense. Like, that nigga don't want you, a baby ain't gonna make him
Right.
stay.
That nigga don't want you. You're broke.
So take that $350, get the abortion, because it's gonna be way cheaper than raising a baby.
The fucked up part is women scamming off of abortions now.
They'll
fuck dudes with no condom and then say they're pregnant, and it's like, you're not.
Uh-huh.
Just to get abortion money.
I'd be like, show me the test, bitch.
Yeah, I had a guy friend who that happened to him, and he was like, oh, I want to keep it. And she was like, what the fuck? You don't play that bullshit. Nigga got kids.
What the fuck?
He got kids. He's like, who said I didn't want another one?
Oh, God.
She was like, okay, never mind. I don't need the money.
You know what? I lost it.
Yeah. She's like, I'm out of state. You got to send it to me. He was like, oh, what? I didn't tell you to have an abortion. If you want to do that, you got to pay for that yourself. I got kids. I can have another one. And she was faking.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, that's a lesson learned for
really
everybody.
Yeah, that's very interesting. It's really like cancer stuff. Man.
I'm really glad I could keep using deodorant.
Man.
But what if these niggas is lying? Because you know how healthcare is a business, and they're like, you know what, we want some fucking money.
And statistics shows about 50,000 people will die if we give them this information. Not even
50,000, 50 million.
50 million.
We'll kill 50 million.
This is gonna give us about 50 million approximate deaths.
Let's go, guys.
Let's get it going.
Let's get this money popping.
Yeah.
They probably don't even really be giving chemo to people.
Let's get this bread.
Be putting fucking saline in the chemo bags. Like,
oh my God, on Dirty John.
They did that?
That guy's doing that.
No.
He's like, I don't know the whole story. People know about Dirty John. So Lifetime remade, Bravo or Lifetime remade it. And there's a woman who needs her pain medication, and he's like, where's your pain at? She's like, a 10. And he's like, okay, I'll help you. And then when he leaves, she's like, I still am at a 10. It feels like he gave me nothing. It was because he was swapping out her drugs to keep it and giving her fucking saline. And like on the most recent episode, like someone saw him doing it, but like come to find out he's a drug addict.
Damn.
And so like he
thought he had the system.
That nigga's a scammer. He fucking fell out on the floor like, oh, I'm hurt. So his wife takes him to the hospital, and they're like, okay, we're gonna put you on, for example, like 5 milligrams
Dilaudid.
of this. Yeah, I think they said Dilaudid, like
Dilaudid's
5 milligrams of this
shit.
and 10 milligrams of this. And he's like, no, I'm a nurse. I need 15 milligrams of this, and I need 30 milligrams. And they're like,
my nigga, is you trying to die?
No. And then the nurse goes to the wife and is like, are you aware of his previous drug use? Because he's a full-blown drug addict.
You know how embarrassing that has to be?
That show will make you mad. You know how 13 Reasons Why that bitch was stupid?
Yes.
On Dirty John is like, the bitch he's tricking is dumb as shit. Like, she's like, oh, I didn't know. Stupid ass married. She's rich also. Married his dumb ass. Married him after knowing him for like 3 months. Didn't tell her kids and didn't get a prenup. And then she had a bag with $80,000 in it for emergencies. And he walked in on her when she was just putting it away. And she was like, oh yeah, I have about 80,000, just for emergencies. And he was like, we should put that in a bank account. So she gives him the bag. He puts it in a bank account.
And using it to buy drugs.
She goes to the bank. There's no money in the account. And then he gets a note. He put a notification on the bank account. So he's aware that she went to the bank to look for the money. So then he comes home. He's like, oh yeah, I moved the money to this because bullshit lie. I moved the money to this because, this happened. And he's like, I noticed you were at the bank today. Why were you there? Bitch, you have my money.
Nigga, it's mine. What the fuck you asking me about?
I think it's going for fucking. She's a dumb broad.
Also, the cancer statements were very insensitive.
Yeah.
Say that.
I mean,
that was very insensitive.
That's part of being a millennial. You say off the wall shit, guys.
We gotta laugh through the pain.
That's what we do.
Because I know, fucking off of vital information. Alexa was saying how she be going to the doctor all the time because she just wants to make sure she doesn't have cancer. I don't remember what episode I was listening to, but Aaron was like,
that's not how it works. But
Aaron was like, nah, I gotta talk to you about this after, because she was like, I've had a couple chest x-rays. Like, I'll go in and I'll tell them like, yo, I had a chest pain here, can I have a chest x-ray? Because she was like, I'm not trying to get cancer. And she was like, sometimes the doctors try and say no, and then I'll tell them like, okay, well, if I get cancer later, can I sue you because you didn't want to give me this x-ray? And she says she be getting the x-rays.
I'm actually trying to set myself up to, by the time I'm 30, I can go to the hospital, not like regularly like that, but because they're expensive, those scans. So like to where I can get all the cancer scans, like
a PET scan.
Yeah, because then when you catch it early, the survival rate is way higher. So I would like to catch it like my dad. He had a polyp in his colon, caught it so early, got surgery, done.
And majority of the time, it's like genetic. So like if somebody in your family has had cancer, you're more likely to have it. And then sometimes like yeah, it is lifestyle, but a lot of the time it's genetic. Like you're just predisposed to having it.
Yeah,
unfortunately. Like
so
me with high blood pressure and diabetes.
Oh, you gotta catch it early. Me with borderline cholesterol.
Yep.
So my dad has borderline cholesterol, and I looked at my medical records just recently, and I dated all the way back to 2014. I've had borderline high cholesterol for so long and had no idea.
My sister did too,
and it stays at the same. It doesn't
It's literally your body.
It doesn't get higher. It doesn't get lower. It just is borderline. I'm like, okay, well, I have the same thing my dad has, I guess. Yep. Well, when I get older, I'll have to start probably taking like whatever my dad takes or whatever, because he's had borderline since 1980. Like, well, when he first came to America, and when he first came to America and found out he's had asthma his whole life.
Oh shit! At least he didn't die before.
Yeah, he had to have full asthma attacks with no help. I was like, that's terrible.
I know that hurts. I remember how my cousin, like, when we go to the Bay, he would always get bad asthma. And one of the houses my cousin owned in Richmond, it was only that house, and we thought it was like the pollution in the carpet or something. But his asthma would always be so bad while we were there.
In high school, I had to sit through like 2 asthma attacks, full asthma. They hurt so bad because your breathing is delayed, so everything attached, your shoulders, your neck, everything hurts because it's like, oh no. So every muscle or strain that it takes to do that, your whole body is just like, it's better to just lay there and act like you're dying, because your whole body hurts and you're literally like, because you can't get any air out. Fucking sucks. It really sucks.
You're like, how these niggas not have a cure for that shit yet?
Yeah, right?
Science is too advanced. If 2 bitches can carry the same baby,
right?
Why niggas still got AIDS, cancer, and asthma? I don't get it.
We have cancel culture, but we can't cancel cancer.
We canceling species naming or whatever that shit is.
Speciesism.
But we ain't got rid of cancer.
Man,
get out of here.
Y'all got this shit ass backwards.
Y'all got fucked up caring about animals more than us.
This is a good time for a look at God. After all the reason why I said that is because my look at gods is like a mixture of things that like bugged me, but then like the way God works, or we call it ICU universe. Also, you know,
look at God, ICU universe.
We're not against people that don't believe in God but believe in spirituality and energy and stuff like that,
which is basically God, but okay. I'm just kidding. Because that's what Christians be saying. Like they're like, that's basically God, but okay.
All right.
But I go off, sis.
That's so funny. It took me a second to realize what you said, and I was like, that's so true. You mean, wait.
Oh, you mean God? Okay. Cool, fam.
Wait, so you don't believe in God, but you do everything God wants you to do? Okay. All right. Like that face of conceited where he's like,
yeah.
You said go off, sis. That's it right there.
It's like my favorite word.
So you follow
favorite phrase.
All the scripture, but you don't believe in God? Sure. Sure. That works.
I hope God still has mercy for you.
Okay. He probably do. He's like, I mean, you did well.
You're doing it.
You did well with what you knew.
Close enough.
Right.
You're not an atheist.
Okay, so I have one good look at God is sadly, because it just happened this morning. Remember when I was like, Pepperdine's going to cut off my email address and blah, blah, blah. I transferred everything over. So it's like successfully transferred everything over. And then this morning I'm opening my email and it's like, this email does not work anymore. And I'm like, damn.
Y'all niggas are serious.
I had to delete it out my iPhone. Like, damn, it's over. Like, that's it right there. Now my email address is long as balls. Like, long as shit. First of all,
because it's your name?
It's it's always been my full name. So it's always been long.
Oh, yeah.
And then they add .alumni mail .something .
Don't nobody got time to say or write all that.
No, you know how many typos are gonna happen?
Yeah, you're not gonna get a lot of emails.
No one's gonna.
You should just set up your email that you have, like your normal one, to forward to that one.
Oh yeah, but I don't even like my original email address. I made it when I was 17. Yep. You know.
See, I remade a professional one. My old email was #1 stunner.
I need to make it.
I really liked why was I so into that? I don't understand.
I need to make a professional email address, like something, but my last name is so hard to spell. So I need to figure out a way to make it like compact and then forever on use that for business. And cause now I have, instead of having 4 email addresses, I have 3 now. So I might as well go back to having 4.
I think how many I have. I think I have 4.
Yeah.
Which is stupid. And each one serves a different purpose.
Yeah. Cause we have our podcast one and then I have my,
should I have 5?
Yeah, I have my undergrad one, which is now my general one, so all my mail goes there. And then I have my alumni mail one, which is new. But it's like, I need one like NinaProfessional@gmail.com.
Nina the professional. You just do it that way.
Boss bitch.
Nina the professional.
Nigerian boss bitch chick.
Holding the bag. Can the bread come get me for once?
Okay.
Shit.
So that was one. I'm just glad that's over with, because the email thing is kind of frustrating, especially because I have a lot of important emails. So I like to keep everything. So that's nice. But now that I'm saying that, let me check my email, because I'm like, what about everything that's starred? Did I just lose all of it? Whatever. I don't really need anything that's favorited anyway. Okay. And then I talked about how I got the scholarship for the CFA exam. So this is through the CFA Institute. So these are the people who give you the Chartered Financial Analyst license. So I guess one of the emails were delayed or something, because I got more than I thought. Didn't even know I was applying for it.
You gotta pay for shit.
Nigga. They gave me $2,500 worth of stuff for $250. So not only did I get the exam for $250 instead of $1,000, they gave me the full course through the CFA Institute.
Shit.
Mind you, I already bought a class.
Yeah.
But I was like, I need to take both classes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not just for the license. I need to remember what I learned in school. So I have no problem taking 2 classes, because I need
the stupidest shit.
Right. You don't remember shit you learned in school.
I don't know what I'm learning in my class right now, guys.
You forget it after.
I don't know.
And then you train at work, and you do what you need to do at work. That's why I don't remember science. I don't remember shit.
Mm-hmm.
My memory's trash anyway. But yeah, so I'm just going to take both classes, because I have to pass the first time I got the scholarship. I have to pass. Like, the passing rate is 46%.
Damn.
Yeah, 46% pass rate. Yeah. And that's for all 3
And
levels.
what do you have to get to pass?
It's pass fail. So it's like you need to just I think it's 70% of the questions correct.
Oh, okay, that's standard for
so
exams like that.
You have to get a C.
Yeah.
I think it's about 70% of, but it's just pass fail, right, wrong,
Yeah.
or whatever. And so the class is $1,700. Got that whole thing for free. So and it's online, thank God. I don't have to actually go anywhere.
Bitch.
Yeah. So both my classes are online. And then they gave me a membership to the CFA Institute. And so now I can go to all their networking events. And this is a CFA Institute.
That's how you get a job.
I was like,
bitch, how you get a fucking job?
On top of finding out that the prereq for the financial advisor license is to be a chartered financial analyst. So now I decided next year I'm just going to try to get 2 licenses. Mm-hmm. But then I talked to a businessman. He actually is like one of the owners. I can't really talk about this because there's certain things I'm not allowed to talk about. But like, I'll just bleep it. He's bleep this.
You gotta remind me.
Well, I'm saying bleep
Oh, well, you'll listen to. Okay, yeah. I'm like, you'll listen to it, and so will I.
As we're taping, she will hear me say bleep this. So he helped me realize that, like, become a financial advisor, you need to go through a firm. So you need to actually get hired through a firm, and they actually take you through to get your license.
So they basically like hold your hand a little bit.
Right.
Not like a whole lot, but like a little.
Yeah. So it's going to help that I'll have my license. So they'll be like, oh, she already has her CFA license. That's easier for us because we don't have to teach her everything. So then you get hired by a firm like Morgan Stanley or Edward Jones or, all those random ones. Bank of America. All that stuff.
Go off, sis.
I'm just going to apply to all of them, because he asked me, what firm do you want to work under? And I was like, oh, I haven't even looked into that. And I was like, good thing this man who knows everything about business just asked me that question, because then I looked into it and it helped me answer so many more questions I needed. So that's a huge look at God. So next year is just like Chartered Financial Analyst exam in June. I have to pass. And then immediately after, and there was stuff on my resume that I realized I didn't even put on my resume. Yeah. I didn't write that I studied abroad in Oxford, England. And I just added that this weekend, and I was like, Nina,
what's wrong with you?
Nina, that's literally, you studied business at Oxford University.
That's like the most important thing you did. Your entire education at Pepperdine.
I was so mad, like literally sitting over my computer talking to myself like, Nina, how the fuck did you miss this?
Just break it over your knee.
Yeah, I was so mad. And I just added like, sitting for the level 1 CFA exam, recipient of the 2019 access for the CFA, blah, 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 which includes membership. Blah, blah. So I added all that shit to my resume. But it's like, yeah, so after getting the CFA license, then I just need to find a firm that will hire me, and then they help you get your licenses for financial advisor. And so that's what all next year is. So that's a look at God. The only other thing was the story I was telling Ashley earlier, which is tied into some of the stuff she had to bleep out because there's certain people I just can't talk about. Sorry. And so anything connected to like employment at a certain level, I can't talk about it. We've already been told we'll get in a lot of trouble. And so I met someone who was like very boisterous and like very thinking they're like the best person ever at everything, and
she just knew she was that bitch.
She just thought she was that bitch and she could say whatever the fuck she wants because she is the best, and just all of that, feel that essence of her. And like God will test you to either just start disrespecting that person, because some people would feel disrespected. At this point, it takes a lot for me to feel disrespected. Like it takes a lot for my feelings to be hurt. And so it's like, she said things that I could have taken as offensive, and the only other person that was there took that shit as offense because I read it on their face. And actually, mid-conversation, she was like, I'm gonna go.
That shit has happened to me before, too. Like, with somebody that I work with, like, they've said something, and I just looked at him like, you really felt the need to say that, but you know what? Go off, sis. Like, in my head, I'm like, go off. Like, because
that's really what it was.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I think people think you care about things more than you do, and it's just like,
That's the thing. And I was telling my friend, he's an older dude, he's like 41. I told him, I was like, I'm coming from a world-renowned hospital, and he was saying, he was like, I get it because I'm 40. These kids ain't seen shit, so they think that where they are is powerful. They don't know where you've been. Like they don't realize that you don't need to be here, whereas they do. And I was like, like that's why I always get along with older niggas, because they just get it, like, you know. And he's the same, where it's like his wife is 10 years younger than him, so he's like, his wife is like 2 years older than me, and, you know, so he's like, he was like, I get you, like we get, because he knows I like older men too, so it's like he's like, I understand you. But yeah, so she was just, you know, go off, sis. And then everything that she said
bit her in the ass,
and she had to watch it happen. Everything that she thought that I wasn't, I got immediately after. And that's why I was saying, like, this is how God works. He challenged me to say, are you gonna snap on her and disrespect her in front of people, or are you gonna sit there and be like, oh, okay? And I sat there and I was just like, oh, I did. Before I walked away from the table, I got up and I said, you need to humble yourself. Yeah.
Wait, you told her
yes
that?
Yes.
No.
That's the only thing I said. The only thing I said is, because the girl left, my friend's wife left, and then I got up and I said maybe I'm one of those weird people that believes in energy and like spirituality and stuff like that, but I believe that like you need to act a certain way to receive certain things.
She was salty.
She was super. I mean,
she was definitely salty, and that's what I get from one of my coworkers, is that he's fucking salty.
Yeah, it was on her face. Like I told her, like, I believe in just doing right things to receive right things, and I was like, so maybe you need to just focus on working hard. And I said, and maybe you need to just do more. She's like,
your fucking business.
She was like, I already do this. I said, you know what I said, oh, you do all of it? Do more. Period. I said, I grew up in a Nigerian household. It's not about I've done this.
Yeah.
It's do more, period.
Yeah.
So I was like, you do that? I said, well, maybe you need to do this more. Oh, I already do that. Do it more. I don't care.
She don't do that shit.
Said, she don't
do that shit.
God knows she don't.
I know she don't do that
That's
shit.
why I was like, you need to do that. I was actually helping her by telling her things, because I'm gonna let her run her mouth, but I'm actually helping her. And that's another God thing too. While she's trying to insult the group, I'm still helping her, like, you need to do this, you know. And she doesn't the things I was telling her to do, she doesn't do. But after that conversation, I started seeing her in that spot that she never was, so she actually was listening. But she got all bitter, and then I told her, and then because the girl left, and I was like, I don't even want to be here anymore alone with this weirdo.
Yeah. And like, so I don't care about your conversation.
Yeah, I got up and I stopped, and I was like, the only other thing is, like, you need to humble yourself. Like, you really need to humble yourself. And she had the salty face. Like, she was first of all, she was already angry because she amped herself up. Like, she super amped herself up. But then at the same time, it was just like, she expected to get a rise out of me and didn't. And that might have also bothered her. But yeah, I told her to humble herself or whatever. And then everything that this girl was trying to, I don't know if she was trying to throw shots or if she's so stupid she doesn't realize what comes out of her mouth.
Trying to throw shots.
Everything she threw shots at, I got. Everything. And it was like, you don't get this, and I got it immediately after. You don't get this, and I got, like, everything that she was saying I fall short of, I immediately got after. And that's how God works. Like, oh, you don't make enough money, I made a shit ton of money right after she made that statement, you know. Like, and that's the thing, is like, you don't know my situation, baby girl, you know. Like,
and it's like, you're already older than her.
I'm also older.
Of the time when you're older than somebody, you have more knowledge,
and you perceive them as,
how
like,
to finesse shit better.
Because
all growing up is learning how to finesse shit better. Like, shit don't get better, you just learn how to handle it. You learn how to handle it
better, and you learn how to act. And I believe in karma in a certain type of way.
Shit.
Yeah, like, I
learn what to ignore.
I could have really been, and that's the thing, is when I don't like people, it's I just like, you're invisible to me. So it's like, I don't see her anymore. You know, to be honest, because I classified her, like, as a weirdo. Like, when I explained her I said she is a weirdo. Like, that's what she is. So you don't have sane conversations with weirdos.
No,
you don't. So it's that simple. And it was like karma just flipped on her, because all the things that she was complaining about, she's still not getting any of it. And all the things that she was saying I don't get, I got all of it immediately. And she had to watch the whole thing. And I saw her face, and I was just like, that's how karma works. Don't be mean to people, because God won't help you, and he'll help the person you were mean to. Dun. But yeah, so my main thing, which I wrote on my phone, is I had to tell someone to humble themselves. Okay. And that doesn't really happen much in my life, but sometimes it's very essential. Just bleep out anything that connects to where
the place.
Yeah, because they said you can get in trouble for that, and you can just
damn. I'm glad I haven't shared this podcast with anybody I work with. Yeah, because I can't. I feel like I have. No, I don't. Like, they know I have a podcast, but do they know what it's called? No.
Yeah.
Like, because then they'll be like, oh, Ashley wants to quit. I mean, maybe they should know I want to quit, so they give me a better check. Yeah. But okay, so on Friday, we went to Christopher's going away party because he's moving to Australia. Very sad, because he's like the only coworker I like.
Yeah, it's always that way.
Literally, like I like 2 of my coworkers, not 3. I like a lot. And then like he's like the main one that I'm the closest with. So he's leaving, and we went to a nice restaurant in Beverly Hills. Had some bomb ass fucking food. I got to eat like a rich person. Yeah, she ate so definitely look at God.
$200 steak.
That steak was $200.
It was like a GIA certified steak.
Yes, it had papers. Like, my steak had papers, my nigga. When have you ever eaten a steak with papers?
Came with papers, nigga. Documents. This shit came with identification. The fuck?
And I took a picture of it too, because the girl was like, you gotta take a picture of it so people can't say that you're a fake. And she was like an Instagrammer, so she told us like what to do when we went to Thailand. So like I took notes in my phone, because me and 2 of my other coworkers are planning to go to Thailand in the summer. So I took notes on that. And then another look at God, like, I don't know, I might cut this shit out, because I don't know, people be hating. And like Nina and I like low key talked about this earlier, but Rashad and I like went to these apartments to look at them because we're like, we need fucking privacy. And I'm fucking tired of living with my alcoholic fucking brother. And then I'm tired of like wasting my gas, like going to see him at a place that I hate going. Right. You know? Like, and then my brother was complaining about me coming over. So I was like, look,
complaining about your sister coming over?
And when I've paid his fucking bills, I have fed him. I bring him food damn near every time I go over there.
I'm going to sleep now. I'm tired.
I've given this nigga weed.
That's why I'm doing that.
Like, I have done so much for him.
I'm saying, first of all, you're his sister. Yeah. But second of all, you help him.
Yeah. I guess he thinks the help comes from my parents.
Why doesn't he want you around? Because you want him to not be an alcoholic.
Yeah, that's why. It's because I tell about his alcoholism, and I'm like, I think you guys don't understand how much he drinks.
I'm surprised Rashad lives with him.
Okay, so Rashad has been having like, he doesn't want to really live there anymore, right? Like, but he hasn't been very expressive about it. So like, we went to a few apartments, and then we've been looking at houses. But he talked to one of his friends, and his friend told us to wait until like March. He said like the interest rates are gonna go down.
That's when the recession hits. Okay.
Yeah. Right?
I'm like, good to know. March 2019, guys.
That's when I get my raise though. So yeah, we're gonna be popping.
I'm good.
So we went and looked at these apartments, because he was bugging me about it, because like I was dragging my feet on it, because I already knew like how my parents would feel about it. And then like I was like, yeah, I would rather have a house. Like, I'm not trying to live in no janky ass apartment either. Like, if I live in an apartment, it needs to be nice. So then he was like, well, you ain't been looking for nothing. I was like, yeah, you know what, you right. Yeah. So I started looking, and I found these townhomes that are actually nice. They're a little on the expensive side, but like, they're in Chino Hills. They put me closer to work. Yeah. It's a 3-story townhome. Yay. You get a garage and a driveway. Yay. They have Alexa that they give you in the house. Okay. There's dimmer lights and smart lights throughout the house.
And so this would be renting, right?
Yes. Okay. And so the main thing that like convinced us to do it is because you could do a 6-month lease at no extra cost. Bitch, you don't find that anywhere. What? And they're new. Like, they just built these. Did
you already visit it?
Yeah, I already signed the lease, bitch.
Yay!
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Yay! We signed the lease. And it puts me in a really good situation that my parents don't understand, because they don't want to hear me out about it. Like, my mom was being reckless yesterday. But the thing is, I didn't get to tell her myself. And that's what really pissed me off. My brother. You want to know why? He's stressed about having rent money. Yeah. And his dumbass gonna say, why don't you and Rashad just move into the room upstairs?
Oh, girl, baby. I said baby girl. Because I want to be like baby girl,
Homeboy.
baby girl.
No.
Homie, friend.
And then my mom gonna say the same shit too.
Friend. No, I don't want to live with you.
No.
No. And he wasn't even paying the rent that one time. Remember, he took your boyfriend's money.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you're going to bleep out whatever part you want. But I'm just like, what?
Yeah. And he's like,
oh my God, I want to see this house.
Bitch.
When do you move?
So we move in on January 19th, the weekend before Dion's bridal shower. I did that on purpose.
Shit. Okay.
It's the weekend before. It's not the weekend.
But damn, you're going to be tired.
I'm always tired.
True.
So yeah, we signed the lease. Rashad signed the lease. We put down the deposit. We have our move-in
How much was
date.
the deposit?
$600.
What?
Bitch. Yeah, that's nothing. I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's run that.
$600.
And our first month rent is $100, bitch, because it's prorated.
I'm like 600. Bitch, me this. The fuck? Like, what you mean 6?
And like, I'm just so happy because like,
my God,
I feel like it'll help our relationship. Like, not like our relationship is struggling or anything, but it'll help us get closer. Like,
it'll remove some of the stress.
Yeah, and I feel like we haven't been able to really like have that connection that couples have because we've never lived together. And like, it's been 5 fucking years.
Jesus,
5 years, and we're finally moving.
That's what I was
together.
gonna say. You guys have finally reached.
Whenever people ask us, like the girl asked us, she's like, "How long have you guys been together?" And we're like, 5 years. And she's like, "Whoa!" And this is the first time you guys are moving in together. I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, we're young.
But like, it puts us in a good situation because the lease expires in July, and my high yield savings account gets its interest in June. Ooh, yeah. So we're gonna start looking for a house in the summer because I'll have more money.
You have more time to search too.
He'll have more money, and more people sell their houses in the summer. Yes. So the market will be flooded, and we could get a house for cheaper.
How much is your rent? Obviously, you can bleep it out. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. And because that reminded me, I just watched Adam Ruins Everything, and they did Adam Ruins housing.
And it's not that much of a benefit.
And he said it's actually better to rent an apartment until you find the house you want, statistically.
And that's what the lady was saying. She was like, we get a lot of families that come here because they're waiting for their house to be built. Jesus. And I'm like, this is exactly what I fucking need.
Look how God be working.
And it's a gated community. Yes. And it's right off the freeway.
I'm going to need the code, so I'm going to call you.
I'm in the directory, bitch. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. And it's right off the freeway that I take to work like 3 times a week. God.
Chino Hills? Mm-hmm. Ooh, Chino Hills is such a nice area.
Chino Hills, bitch. Sayonara, cherry.
Damn.
Yeah. And Rashad, he was like, he didn't even really want to do it. But then when we looked at other apartments and we saw what we were getting offered for the same fucking price, he was like, you know what? You got me sold. Let's do it.
It has a washer
dryer in unit.
Shit.
And our garage is direct entry into our house, and we still have a front door.
You said 2-car garage, right?
1-car garage and a driveway.
2-car driveway, or
and one car driveway.
Okay.
Like
perfect.
you don't get that anywhere.
Is there street parking?
Yeah, there's street parking, fantastic. And then we still get a driveway. Yay. It's in a gated community. The gym. I'm canceling my 24-hour fitness membership because the gym is 24 hours and it's like a full gym. Full fucking gym. Yes.
Like, that's like house orgasm.
Bitch, I was just so happy like that we decided to go there because we weren't like, I was gonna go test a Mercedes-Benz instead, test drive one.
Oh yeah.
Because I was depressed. But
that would have made you more depressed.
Right.
And you went in the opposite direction, actually made you less depressed.
Right. And so then we went over there and I was like, oh my God, like this is fucking perfect. And like it was like one of the 3 that I looked up on my phone. I'll show you after too, like because it's popping. And the fact that we get Alexa for free is amazing.
That's popping. How many rooms is it?
It's 1.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna ask if you're gonna rent one out.
So like the top floor is just the bedroom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the 3rd floor.
Mm-hmm. And it has a walk-in closet.
Oh yeah, you need that closet. It's a good closet.
Yeah, it's a good closet, and they installed shelves in it already. Yes. And then like we have a closet downstairs, and then there's like a storage area in the garage.
So is the kitchen on the 2nd floor?
Mm-hmm. Kitchen, and then we have an island.
And
Ooh,
like, you have an island?
Yeah, and then like the living room area. So like,
oh my gosh, are you excited to decorate?
Hell yeah,
bitch.
We're both fucking excited. Like we made a list like after we went over there. Like we were like, okay, we need this. Are
you gonna have a housewarming?
Yeah, definitely.
Then you can get more free shit.
Yeah.
Target registry or something.
Hook a bitch up. That's all that I ever need. Yay. So I'm like, this is perfect because my money is like gonna double in my fucking high yield savings, and I got a lot in that bitch. because I've been saving for a while.
That shit in there.
Oh, bitch, yes. Because, like, it's like our down payment for our house now is going to be lovely since we get to wait.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
I'm like, yes, like, because like, our main thing was, I'm like, this is how God works. Because we were, like, trying to find a house. Either it was too much money for what we wanted or not, like, enough for what they were charging.
Right.
Like there were new houses the same price as old houses. And we're like, yeah, no, we're not doing this shit.
Yeah.
And so, and then I was like, yeah, and I also want to have, like, more money for the down payment. And he did, too.
Yeah.
So, like, the fact that we could do a 6-month lease, I was just like, yes, God. And if we even need to extend it, I really don't care.
And the rent is so good between two people. That's
Yep.
like literally.
Yep.
That's great.
Right?
That's great.
And I was just, like, really happy. Of course, my parents aren't. But you know what? It's not their life. And they don't pay my bills. So what can they do?
I was actually about to be rude. You can bleep this out. Because when you were like, they don't pay my bills, I was like, I was going to say theirs, but that's not
I mean,
fully true. Like, you've helped.
I've helped. I pay their bills if I see them first and they haven't paid them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just had paid the whole entire cell phone bill because my dad basically lied to me. And my parents have both gotten new phones. So I paid for their new phones that were included in the bill. And I'm like, y'all niggas didn't tell me none of this before I paid it. And that shit was like $400. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Played. But, you know.
Yay, you have a house now.
A bitch is finally about to have some fucking privacy.
Yeah.
I can have sex without being quiet.
Loud.
My bed can squeak.
That's the best. And you walk around naked.
Yes. I can actually wear my cute pajamas and my robe that I have. Like, I'm happy. But yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yep. That's my
look
living
at God.
on.
Look, God. God, you was okay.
He was on it.
God was on overtime.
Okay.
For the Christmas season.
Right? He giving me my gifts early.
God was on. Okay, so you guys send us your look at gods if you're ever feeling anointed. Because you know how every week I'm like, I ain't got shit. I feel anointed this week, so maybe you guys feel anointed. Even on weeks where we don't feel anointed, but you feel anointed, or for people who don't believe in God, you feel good.
Yeah. And just be happy, like,
in general. Don't be like that girl I told you about.
Right, and just try and turn every negative you have, find the positive in that situation.
Always.
So, like, we were held back buying a house, but, like, look, now we're renting a nice-ass apartment in a nice-ass area that's going to allow me to cut costs. Like, I've already started canceling subscriptions because I don't need them anymore.
Oh, man, that's fantastic.
Yep. So this is, like, probably, like, my last couple weeks going to 24, and then I'm going to cancel it.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
That's so good.
And it's, like, the gym's at home now.
And I'm selfish, so I'm like, I can't wait to visit.
Yeah, we're gonna have a housewarming. I need help cleaning out my closet. If you want to help a bitch,
oh gosh, I'll have to
I'm
help.
getting rid of a lot
help
of clothes.
with some stuff.
Yeah,
I know when it comes to moving, it's like everyone enlists their friends. Like, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? And you guys are coming in.
already said she would help.
Yeah, you're coming in at a good time.
It's a weekend. We move in on a Saturday.
Are you gonna make a mini bar in your house?
Yeah, bitch. What?
Yes. Okay.
I'm an adult.
Yep.
We're gonna have the little rolling John.
Oh
yeah.
That's so exciting. Yay.
So I'm happy.
Hope you guys are feeling good. Also, like we said, the negative people in our life, do not be like them. No. Because look what the fuck happened to them. They didn't get shit while we got shit.
And I just found out a whole bunch of shit about some negative people I know.
Yeah. And we didn't even ask for the positive shit. All we did was not be a terrible person. All we did was not do what they did.
Mm-hmm.
We just
lived my life.
Continued to live our life and let bygones be bygones. And shit that's
don't hold grudges.
Yeah, don't hold.
It don't do shit for you.
If someone's disrespecting you, obviously, like, keep your distance.
But don't be like salty about it forever.
Yeah, like
even though there's still one nigga I need to stop doing that about, but
and that's negative. Yeah. I mean, hey,
there's always that one.
Yeah, and it's like there's always gonna be negative people, so your actions will reflect a lot of what the outcome is going to be. You know, so. I don't know. It takes a lot to insult me, but I know other people can get insulted by someone genuinely trying to insult them. So it's like you really have to, like, brace yourself. Don't do nothing stupid, because I've had many conversations with friends, luckily, thank God, like, right after dealing with someone terrible. And, like, I was tempted to do something different and luckily listen to the people being like, no, fuck them. All I do now is just make better decisions, you know, and try
to put that bitch on silent.
Okay, right. If you gotta block. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know. But just so you guys know, you can find us on Apple Podcasts. Just search Young and Getting It Podcast. There's no G at the end of getting, because we are young millennials. Please subscribe, rate, and review. You can also find us on SoundCloud.com/WeAreYAGIP. Please follow us and comment. We love to see your comments on there. Also, we're on YouTube. Search Young and Getting It Podcast. There is also no G at the end of getting, and there never will be. Please subscribe and comment. Watch us Breakfast Club style. And we're going to start doing clips instead of full episodes.
Because fuck all that work.
Yeah, over the next year, because we're kind of busy. Also because we know our highlights in our episodes and people appreciate our highlights. So we're going to do it that way. So please feel free to always come back and watch our clips. We'll also post it on our Instagram. And also know you can listen to us on Google Play. You can listen to us on Stitcher. And you can listen to us on Pocket Casts.
You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at YAGI_podcast. You can also hit us up on Facebook if you still up on that, John, at facebook.com/YAGIPOD. And then we also have our beautiful website, www.weareyagip.com. And then if you would like to speak to us, you can email us at Ashleyandninapod@gmail.com or text or call our Google Voice number. Just don't do it when you're in jail because we can't get it. It's 323-486-3811. We appreciate y'all. I know a friend of mine asked me a question. I told him I would answer it. It just didn't fit with this episode. So I'll get to it next time.
Next episode.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. We had fun.
Bye.
Bye.